All right. Hello, hello. Welcome in. All my beautiful people. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. We're going to get started with our Diava Smackdown song. Everybody get ready. Here we go. Hi, OJM on YouTube. Thank you, Loretta. Look out, MAGA. She's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong. She's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diava hit him with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but a force of steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diava's got game, and she's hard to beat. Come see Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running a show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jewel. With MAGAs in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says, "Oh, look, we have a Diava, a crusader of truth." Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong. She's a force to see. Diava is a badass of SmackDown queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twins swallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional. Woo! Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you to Hey Jude for my awesome, amazing theme song. I absolutely love it. Welcome to everybody over there on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for being here. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only to have a conversation with. So if you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to go ahead and hit that guest request button there at the bottom. And come on up. I am bringing up my backup account, so make sure you guys are all following my backup account. And it also gives Trump supporters an easy way to request up, because sometimes they don't know how to ask up, so I make it easy for them. Darn near idiot proof. Just saying. Just saying. All right, there's my backup account. So go ahead and hit the guest request button and come on up if you voted for Donald Trump. Right? Looks like the post with him and his team praying over him. Yeah, right? Oh, thank you. Yes, we had a lot of fun on Johnny's live last night. I did a late night with Diava last night with Johnny. It was fun. We got really silly. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. The pivot stickers, I know. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. We should be hitting the For You page any second now. I am looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only. So if you voted for Donald Trump, come on up. Let's have a conversation.
So you're showing your racism by your little background.
How old did you vote for Donald Trump?
Racist Democrat.
Did you vote?
KKK Democrat.
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
So you're saying that?
Did you vote for Donald Trump? You can unmute yourself and answer my question. It just came up crashing out. You can unmute yourself. Answer the question. She's probably still talking. She doesn't even know that I'm actually talking to her.
No, typically I don't talk to racist bitches like you.
Did you vote? Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Democrat Klan member.
Okay. I can see that you're not up for conversation. So you have I hope you get everything you voted for, ma'am. Oh my. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. That was something. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I just came out crashing. I don't think she understands my background either. I don't know. I don't think she gets my background. I don't know. But anyway, if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and hit that guest request button. Come on up. James, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, yes, I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 65 and I voted in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to. What does your background mean?
The box of crayons is reflective of the MAGA rainbow. It consists of all white crayons.
Okay.
Because they're racist. I mean, do I have to explain the picture to you? Because it's kind of sad if I do. Just saying.
I'm black.
And?
There's millions of us that.
Not very many.
There's a lot of us.
Not very many.
Prove it wrong.
I don't have to. How many black women? What was the percentage of black women that voted for Kamala Harris?
You tell me.
92%.
Okay.
It's only black men who are also not just men of color, but also misogynist, and there was no way they were going to vote for a black woman.
I tell you what, there's no way in hell that I'll ever listen to a white tea woman tell me who's racist.
I'm telling. Oh, that's okay. I already, because the things that Donald Trump has done, such as reversing fucking segregation a couple of days ago.
What race are you?
I am a white woman.
Exactly.
Yes. So you think reversing segregation?
I'm sick of white tea people trying to preach to me who's racist and who's not racist.
I asked you a very specific question, okay? I asked you a very specific question. What do you think about him reversing the segregation policy for federal contractors the other day? That's what I asked you. You can unmute yourself. I'll invite you to unmute.
Are you trying to tell us that all black people are going to go back to slavery? We're going to have.
I didn't say that at all. I asked you a specific question. I asked you a specific question. What do you think? What do you think about him reversing the segregation policy the other day.
It's going to be segregated. Show me where the segregation is taking place.
This is absolutely the saddest thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
No, what's sad is you white tea.
What's the meaning of fear mongering?
What's sad is you white
What's
tea.
the meaning of fear mongering?
Black people.
What's the meaning of fear mongering?
It's not gonna work, man.
What's the meaning of fear mongering?
What's the meaning of
See,
fear
people
mongering?
like you come up
Okay,
here,
you tell me what's.
you say buzzwords, gaslighting words, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you come up here and you try to use those buzzwords to create a
Tell
point
me what
that
fear
doesn't
mongering
exist. Sir, you're the one that said it. You're the one that should know the definition.
But you're sitting there trying to convince
You're the one that should know the definition.
You said it. You said we're up here fear mongering. So what is the definition of the word?
You are the definition of the
No,
word.
no, sir. What is the
What fear
definition?
mongering is, what you're doing.
Sir, what is the definition?
If you don't know, just say I don't know. Just say I don't know.
It's you. It's people like
Just say I don't know.
you're trying to fool people.
Just say I don't know. Just say that I don't know.
Sir, you just came up here and you used a term you don't even understand. And you're wanting to come after us.
You're sitting there creating fear in people, trying to make them think that Donald Trump's going to take us back to segregation and slavery and all this kind of stuff. And it's bullshit.
Did either one of us say?
Did either one of us say that?
So what are you trying to say?
Did we say that?
What are you trying to say?
Did we say that? Answer the question
What are you
first.
trying to convince me of as a black American? What are you trying to convince me of?
Turn your camera on.
For what? To prove to you I'm black? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't have an accent, I don't sound the right way, now you're gonna tell me I'm not black? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No.
Are you trying to say black people are supposed to sound a certain way?
No.
Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
So what do you need me to turn my camera on for? That's exactly what you're saying. Oh, you don't sound black. That's pretty much
Nobody said that. You're saying things that no one is saying. You are not saying anything that we are saying. You're going to shut your fucking pie hole is what you're going to do. Okay? Because what you're not going to do is come up here and put words in my mouth or Val's mouth that neither one of us said.
So what's he want my camera on for?
Because if you're going to talk on this subject, I want to make sure you're capable of it.
Correct.
Capable? What's that going to prove? My phone? My picture? What? What's that going to prove?
You don't have a profile picture. You're anonymous.
I don't hang out on TikTok 24/7.
Why don't you pay attention to the comments a little bit, and that might give you your answer.
No, I'm sick of you white tea people, you white tea Democrats trying to tell black people what's racist.
Calling you that.
Those are people of color that are calling you or telling you what how you're acting.
Well, not here it ain't. It's you.
No, it ain't, sir.
I haven't said anything to you. I haven't said anything to you about your color or anything. He is.
That's, sir.
That's a fact.
Just like I said,
be able to see that.
Who are you as a white person trying to convince me as a black person who's racist?
Okay,
What gives you the right?
Hold on, sir. Who has to stop racism in this country?
What do you mean? Who has to stop racism?
Who has to stop the racism
Everyone.
in this country?
Everyone.
No.
Sir, who created it?
Not you.
Who created it?
White tea people.
Right. So it's up to us to stop it.
The Democratic Party.
No. You know. Oh, he's crashing out. You're crashing out really bad.
No. I repeated it back.
No, you're getting really animated. Okay, you're like, it's the Democrats. It's the Democrats.
You cussed at me first, and you say I'm animated.
I don't care, dude.
Let's see who I have here.
I know. I was looking for DJ Tony. I was looking for Poetic. I was looking for anybody that would be in here that was a person of color. That was...
Oil spill.
Okay, I got it. I got oil spill. Because I'm like, I'm not trying to be a savior or try to convince you. It's up to white people to hold our own accountable. Oh, he left as soon as we. Oh yeah, of course, of course. Of course, he left as soon as I said I'll get some. He was up here just railing on us white people, like, you can't tell me what's racist, you white people. And I'm like, no, it's us white people who have to hold our own accountable.
I would just cut it to his head. Since he gone and put it back down, I would cut it to his shit.
Okay.
Thank you, Oscar.
I'll bring it back up as should we need ya. He just wanted to come onto a white. He wanted to come onto a white person and be like, "Don't tell us you're white. Don't tell me what's racist. I'm a black man." So I bring up somebody that's also a person of color. Boom! He dropped so fast. Oh, he dropped so fast. Oh no, Mike. What you need to remember? You need to put some respect on my name. I am not an ordinary cunt, sir. I am a thunder cunt. Put some respect behind my name. Don't just call me a regular old cunt. Okay. Thunder cunt. Call me a thunder cunt. It's the only way you're going to get it. There we go.
Every accusation, right? Every accusation is a confession. There you go, right?
See, he didn't get the response out of me he wanted, so he dropped. He wanted me to be like, oh, don't call me names, and I'm like, oh no, don't you put me in there with just a garden variety one. I am a thunder cunt. Get it right with the hard T. Thunder cunt. Get it right. Don't just call me an ordinary one, please. I've worked far too hard to earn the thunder title of it. Hold on, I gotta. Corey, thank you for the $20 Cash App. I really, really appreciate your support. That was so very kind of you. Thank you so much. Let me bring up the next guest. Oh, on my new soundboard I'm getting, I will have a thunder. I'll have a thunder sound. I will. Don't worry. I got you guys. I got you. Well, this one's trying to load in. There's 700 people in here. Make sure you guys are all making those hearts fly. Let's get to 100K. We're close, so we'll get there. But thank you. I have my my live gift goal today. I've got my subscriptions on. And I guess there's a flash goal that TikTok is putting up for the next 15 minutes. If you want to participate with the little puffs, feel free. Rambo, you are not connecting, but if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and hit the guest request button and come back up. I am looking for just Trump supporters and Trump supporters only. So if you are a friendly, please drop out of the queue for now. Fireman, did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 43 and I'm in New Jersey.
Thank you guys for the goal. I appreciate that. You said 38 or 48? I'm sorry.
43.
Oh, 43. I missed it totally then, apparently. Did you want to add to the conversation or did you want to talk about something different?
No, I definitely wanted to add to the conversation and to the photo. And I'm hoping I don't join these things too much. Probably join like 4 before.
Mm-hmm.
Just to try to have a decent conversation. What I do realize, most people, it seems like, because sometimes I just listen to chats, if they don't agree with someone, they just kick them out.
No, I don't. But if you start spewing misinformation, disinformation, or you start lying or stuff like that, then I have to stop you. But yes.
Yeah, what's and that's all subjective, isn't it?
No. Will you listen to me? I said no. It's not subjective, okay? There's only one set of facts. That's what I'm talking about, misinformation, disinformation. There's one set of facts. You're not entitled to your own set of facts. You can't be, then you can't say that they're subjective because they're not. It's either a fact or it's not a fact. So if you're spewing misinformation, then I have to stop you because I do not allow misinformation and disinformation on my platform because it's too dangerous and there's too much of it running around on the TikTok streets.
And what we also don't allow is propaganda.
Correct.
And I agree. So the reason I say that is because right before this, I joined the chat. And she said,
okay, I don't care about another one. Can we just get on topic on this one, please? I don't care about other people's, what experiences you've had. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Thank you.
Okay, then I'll tell you what I want to say. I'm looking at your picture of the crowns, right? You say every color in the MAGA rainbow. Which, I mean, I'm sure you know the facts as far as the record numbers of votes he received in minorities, whether it's blacks, Hispanics. I'm sure you've seen videos of blacks for MAGA, Latinos for MAGA.
Roaches for Raid. Yeah, roaches for Raid. Chicken for Chick-fil-A. Same thing.
So, not every MAGA color is white, then.
So the only color they care about is white.
That's all MAGA cares about. They duped you into voting for them by telling you that they're going to lower all your costs and they're going to do all this stuff. And he hasn't done any of them, and he isn't going to do any of them because he can't do any of them. He's not going to be able to fulfill a single promise he promised you on the campaign trail. He duped you into voting for him just to get your vote. He doesn't give a shit about you because he just reversed the ban on segregation in federally contracted facilities. That's not really good.
So inflation is down.
Okay, that's not what I'm talking about.
Inflation
and it's not. And it's not what we're talking about.
But still, we got to address the lie, right? Because I'm not going to let you just come up here and spew some nonsense. It's not true.
It's not true.
Since he became president,
inflation has gone up. It was 2.4 when Joe Biden left office. It's at 3. That is more than 2.4. I don't care what you want to say. The statistics and the data show that you're wrong. But now I need to pivot back because that was a hard pivot off the segregation thing because you don't want to address that because you know that's fucked up. But you don't want to address it. But I'm going to make you address it.
Okay, go ahead. You're saying he banned.
You didn't even listen to what I said.
I did listen to what you said.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. And all that, like 99% of what's put in mainstream media is false.
It's an executive order.
What was the executive order?
To do away with segregation policies in
federal facilities.
Federal facilities.
Restaurants, water fountains. Sound familiar? Waiting rooms.
No, what he did, he eliminated everything.
No. You didn't even know what we're talking about. Now you're trying to say what he did. You didn't even know that it happened. So now how can you tell us how can you tell? No. Shut up. Okay? Come on. You have Google in your hand. You have a fucking Google machine in your hand. All you gotta do is look it up. Look it up. I'm so sick of you. You come up here, you don't know that it happened. And you're like, well, when did it happen? A lot of people say something. He wrote it. It was an order. Well, what he meant was, you don't even know what it is. And you're trying to Trump-splain it. You don't have a Trump decoder ring.
What you're actually trying to do. There is no justification.
Now, I'll invite you to unmute, but you're going to respond and not like you're some Trump whisperer that you know what he meant, because that's not what it said. It was just point blank reversing the ban on segregation in federal facilities and contracts. Period. It didn't say because I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this is what I mean by it and this is what I mean by it. None of that existed. Okay? So address what it is.
So then my question to you is what?
No, answer my question.
What's your question?
Why, if he's not racist, why did he reverse the ban from the 1960s or whatever. Why did he overturn it and reverse it for segregation in federal facility contracts? Why?
Because he is eliminating everything across the board that mentions anything or has anything to do with race.
And why would you do
And
that?
why?
Racism ended in this country.
Why? Because
Hold on. Has racism ended in this country?
racism would never end.
Then why?
I'm glad you say that, sir. Why was the EO written by Lyndon Baines Johnson put in place to begin with? And why was it one of the longest lasting EOs in our entire history?
Because at the time it was put in,
It's not at the time, sir. Do you think at the time has changed?
1,000%.
You
Oh my
think it's
God.
changed 1,000%?
Yes.
Now would be a good time to bring old Spill up.
Yep, this is idiocy. I can't.
That's my opinion.
Your opinion is ridiculous.
Why
Your
is it
opinion is
ridiculous?
not even factual. It is so far in the outer sphere. It's absolute.
Are you a minority? Because I am. Are you a minority?
Turn your camera on.
How do I do that?
Oh, you can't. You don't have enough followers.
Okay. But
Nope. Be quiet.
are you telling me that?
No, be quiet. 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 Be quiet.
Hey, Diava.
Hi. Help me with this one, girl, because
Are you taking friendlies? Because I would like to address something.
I'm not taking friendlies. I am taking people of color friendlies to talk to this person because he's asking me if I'm a minority and I'm not. So I'm going to let you speak to him.
Okay, so I'm a minority. What did you want to say? I'm a minority, sir. You can unmute your microphone. I'm a minority, and I'm also one. What did you want to say?
I mean, I'm a minority because I'm a woman, but not because of my color.
No. What my point, like I said, we are not in the 19. Things are, like I said, 1,000 times better than they were in the 1960s for minorities in this country.
Yeah, and why is that though? Why did it get any better if it did? Hold on. If it did get better, if it did get better, why did it get better? Was it because you guys had protections?
What
Puerto
are
Rican.
Are
Which
you
is
serious?
yeah,
Are
which
you
is same thing as
are you
mine.
serious? The land of the garbage, the floating garbage? Are you talking about that? Those Puerto Ricans that Donald Trump called your island where you are from, the land of floating garbage. They
He
said
never said that.
garbage dump.
Oh my God.
They didn't say it was a garbage dump. Would you like Diava to play the video where they called the place that you are from a garbage dump?
That was Tony Hinchcliffe who said that.
And it was at Trump's rally. So therefore, if Trump did not agree with that, he would have stopped that. He would have came out against that, right?
I don't agree with. I don't disagree.
If Trump, answer my question. If Trump didn't agree that your island was a garbage dump, then he would have came out and addressed that, right? He would have said, "Hey, that's wrong," correct?
That's exactly what Trump said.
He did not. Go get it. No, go get it. Go get it. Go get it.
I really fail to not understand why Latino men are out here voting for somebody that would not spit on them if they were on fire. He is a racist. You know this. And the only reason why you back him is because you think you're going to be closer to whiteness. But let me say this to you. You are never going to sit at the table with him. He is never going to look at you as a man. You are never going to have the rights that he do. And because of the fact that he is deporting most of your race, right, Latinos, period, Venezuelans, Mexicans, those people, you have the audacity to be up here defending someone that thinks your race is trash. Tell me, what has he done for you as a Latino man that you are supporting him? Tell me.
It's his machismo. Fireman, it's his machismo. It's his ego. He couldn't vote for a woman. He's misogynist. That's what it
But
is.
they also think that they want to be close to whiteness. They think that because if they agree with white men, that they will be close to whiteness. But what they fail to realize, them now. And you have the nerve, the audacity to be up here defending him and what he's doing to your people. Are you serious? I want you to tell me, as a Latino man, how he's treating your people, and you think it's okay.
And bring a source. I want the source of Donald Trump coming out and condemning that comedian for calling your island trash. I need a verified source.
You know, he never did that. He knows this. This is all smoke and mirrors for you guys. And now that I'm up here, he's silent because he knows that he is wrong. The only reason why he voted for Donald Trump, like you said, is because he is a misogynist. And he also thinks that he's going to be close to whiteness. Like they're going to treat him the same. And they are not. They don't even care about you. They could care less about you. They wouldn't spit on you if you were on fire. And you know this. You know this. Stop trying to act like you don't know that. And stop trying to gaslight everybody on this live and Diava. You can stop.
Okay, can I answer her now?
Go ahead, honey.
Okay. Number one, obviously, we don't know each other. You don't know anything about me. I'll give you a short background.
No, we don't care. No. No.
It matters.
No. No.
Nobody cares about the anecdotes.
No. That's anecdotal.
It's not anecdotals. I'm Puerto Rican.
I said no.
Okay.
Okay, I know that Trump supporters don't know what consent is, but I said no. That means you don't do it. It doesn't mean keep talking. I said no.
I have a quick question, just to verify something. Were you born on the island or were you born on the U.S. soil?
While he's figuring out how to unmute his mic. Brandy, thank you for the $15 cash app. What did Trump say after Hurricane Maria? Well, he didn't say much other than throw paper towels at him.
I'm trying to answer, and she's having a power trip and muting me.
I said no.
Having a power trip, you won't shut up enough to listen. Sir, please tell me, were you born here in the States or were you born on the island?
I'm born and raised in Trenton, New Jersey.
Have you ever been to the
Which is
island?
about 90% black, and
Have
that's
you
where I'm
ever
from.
been
And I have a
to the
degree in
island?
black history.
And we don't care.
Have you ever been to the island?
Yes,
You've been to the island.
yes, and it's a dump, and they have serious.
It's a dump. You just said.
That's why he doesn't care about him calling
It
his.
has serious landfill issues.
And whose fault is that?
Islands do.
Whose fault is that?
Hold on a second.
The comedian
Whose fault is that?
I travel the Caribbean 3 times a year. Okay, every island in the
That's not true.
Caribbean has issues with garbage. Every one of them.
It's not true.
That's not true.
I own properties in 2 different islands in the Caribbean, and the Dominican Republic, does not have the issues that
Oh,
Puerto
the
Rico
DR
has.
doesn't have the issues that the
Oh,
DR
come
doesn't have the issues that
on.
Puerto Rico does.
He is just
When it comes to
lying.
landfill issues,
Hey,
no, they don't.
Hey, Diva, will you please tell him where I went?
He went to the Dominican Republic just about a month or 2 ago.
Okay, Dominican Republic. Hold on, sir. Puerto Rico. Sir, they all have these issues. This is a problem on all islands in the Caribbean, and to try to turn it into something that's really not is disgusting. And to say that the island is a garbage dump, that Puerto Rico is a garbage dump,
I didn't
it's
say
one of
it's garbage.
Yes, you did.
It's one of the most beautiful islands on the surface. Sir, what's the first thing? What's the first thing? What's the biggest thing on Puerto Rico? I want to make sure you've been there.
What do you mean the biggest thing?
What is the biggest thing people go to see in Puerto Rico?
What tourists go to see?
Anybody, a lot of people, even people that live there, visit it almost on a daily basis. What is it? Because it runs all around them.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Then you have never.
Then you've never been there.
Tourist sites?
Then you have never
You're
been.
talking about the fort? Are you talking about the fort?
The
Of course
fort.
I've been
The
there.
fort.
My
Did you say
family's from
fort?
there.
Did you say fort as in singular?
What are you even talking about? Your question makes no sense. My parents
Oh,
are
my
from there.
question
I
makes
own
no
property in
sense.
Puerto Rico. I own property there. I go back and forth.
You are such a liar. I don't like liars. First he said, hold on. First he said he was a black historian. He owns
As in singular when it came to Puerto Rico.
he owns property all over the Caribbean. Come on. Come on.
I want to know why he owns property on the garbage dump. Remember, he said it was garbage dump. Why would you buy property on a garbage dump?
This is so ridiculous.
You are a self-hating person.
I'm not self-hating at all. Puerto
You need
Rico.
to sit with your self-hatred of your own race. I feel sorry for you.
How about me self-hatred of my race? Puerto Rico has major issues with garbage, and soon they're gonna have nowhere to put it. That's why Biden, after the joke, he signed an executive order to clean up some of the issues that they have.
Where did the issues that they came? What caused that?
Oh. But what about Biden?
Yeah, of course.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Of course, Biden.
What about Biden? I say he signed an executive order.
What event in the world might have caused the issues that they had? What was it?
What with trash?
Yeah, you said landfills are full and Biden had to sign an executive order to help clean up. What did he have to help clean up?
No. I said after the joke, and it was all over the news.
No. No.
What did Biden have to help clean up?
The landfills and the
No.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why? He's asking you why. He's asking you why did it need to be cleaned up? God damn, do you have a comprehension issue?
This is what's wrong with you liberals. You can't control your emotions.
No, you won't answer the question.
Your emotions, you can't even answer a question, and I'll tell you why you can't answer the question. Because you don't know.
Listen.
Because you don't know, sir. So you want to come out there and you want to try to explain things that you don't know or have any understanding about. Sir, the reason there was so much debris and everything on the island is because it got hit by a
hurricane.
Okay, and sir, over and beyond that, let me see who didn't really help with that hurricane.
Oh.
Yeah, because he didn't think it was actually part of the United States. Who could that have been?
Oh,
yeah, that was Donald J. Trump. Sir, who did Donald J. Trump go to Puerto Rico to meet?
oh, I know.
Who did he go to Puerto Rico to meet, sir?
Oh, don't run away. Don't run away.
Keep muting me.
My mods are muting you.
Donald Trump.
No, let's answer the question. No, no. The reason you keep getting muted is because you won't answer a question. You just come in yelling about something else. Answer the question and we can move on.
I'm not yelling at all.
Who did?
Puerto Rico to meet?
Can I answer that? He went to Puerto Rico to meet the politician that in 1989.
Who did he go to Puerto Rico to meet?
Can I answer?
No, sir.
That's
one word. It's a one-word answer.
It's one word.
Can I answer?
No, if it contains one word.
He went to Puerto Rico to meet the politician.
Nope. That's the same thing you've said 3 times in a row, so it's obviously not right. Strike 2. No.
You see what I mean? You got issues.
One word answer. One word answer.
You mean like 100 times. You can't even have a decent.
You won't answer a conversation.
Stop crying. Baby bottles. Stop crying. Stop crying. Answer the question. I hate when they get up here and start crying. Like, we don't want to hear you crying.
I can't even
You're
get over
disingenuous right now. The amount of disingenuous you're approving right now is beyond reproach, sir.
I can't even answer the
He
question.
went to go to meet Puerto Rico. He said it himself. Who did he go
He
to
went to
meet
go
Puerto
meet
Rico?
Jesus. What does it matter?
No, he said no.
Who did he go to meet in Puerto Rico?
If you don't know, just say you don't know, man.
Here, I'll give you a clue.
You just said he didn't help Puerto
Hold on,
Rico.
sir.
That's a lie.
I'll give you a clue. When he was there, he would have needed a mirror to meet this person.
Did he fund Puerto Rico after?
Who?
Jesus.
Okay,
Jesus.
I'm done. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it another second.
Did can't take it.
Goodbye.
I can't take the dish. You said you listen to lying. Get the fuck out of here.
The fact that you don't know that he went to Puerto Rico, his own words, to meet the president of Puerto Rico, which would have required a mirror.
Diava, Val, I love you guys.
I love you.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna drop in.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate you. Jesus Christ on a fucking cracker. All of my subscribers that put the Jesus Christ on a cracker sticker down below, because that was, oh my God.
Story. I was headed down that line. It's like, don't tell that story. Don't tell it.
Oh my God. Well, I had to read the Cash App. So it was like what happened after Maria. If you want to subscribe, folks, I do have my subscriptions open. I am looking for subscribers. Also, if you subscribe, you get the stickers and you also get priority in the box when it's time to bring up friendlies. And you get notified every single time I go live, because for some reason, TikTok has not been notifying everyone when I go live. Oh, my Lord. Lester, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Actually got your notification today.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I know some people have been telling me all week they haven't got notifications. So I'm like, crap.
All week. Today was the first time I actually got it.
You guys were rough on that last guy.
Who cares? How old are you and what state did you vote in?
Pennsylvania, 43.
Did you want to add to that conversation? I hope not, but what did you want to talk about?
Well,
Don't come and lie to us, especially to somebody that's there. I mean, I go to Puerto Rico a lot.
I don't own property in Puerto Rico, and yeah.
We don't have to talk about Puerto Rico. That devolved, but
He took us down that line. It's all good.
Can we talk about Ukraine?
Sure. Sure.
How do you feel about Trump ending the war there?
Ended what war?
Into what war?
Well, peace negotiations.
And sir, you mean the so-called peace negotiation?
You mean the one where he gives Putin what he wants?
No, hold on. You mean the so-called peace negotiation where he came out and said that we've now got a peace deal, and then Ukraine was immediately under a drone attack from Russia? That peace deal?
Yes,
You know, the one that never existed.
Yeah.
and it's being discussed.
No.
Sir, who
Maria,
do
thank you
have
for
to
subscribing.
discuss a peace deal?
You have to have Russia.
And
No.
and
You have to have in a room to discuss a peace deal.
and
Can't just be Russia.
and
For sure. 100%.
No, sir. It can't just be Russia.
no.
Russia.
Good try, though.
So that's all you
Good try.
Thank you for the gift of
Sir,
subscription.
If you're negotiating something with a company, when you do two different businesses, and you're negotiating a deal between those two different businesses.
Stop talking over.
When somebody comes.
Stop talking over him or I'll mute you.
Starting.
Stop.
Sir, my God, here's
Another one. No
Come
self-control.
up here and create something out of nothing. Sir, he hasn't negotiated any peace deal. There is no peace deal to be had, because to do a peace deal, you have to have all parties
Agree.
agree. All parties need to be present. You can't negotiate a peace deal on one side of two countries. That's not a peace deal. That's backing one of the countries. This is the man that came out and has now said, and which will make it impossible for him to get a peace deal, that tried to change history and say that it was Ukraine that attacked Russia.
Russia's the aggressor. You don't make the peace deal with the aggressor and leave out the people that are being victimized. They're actually on the receiving end of the invasion.
And if foreign policy you think is your winner, man, you are going down the wrong road.
You can unmute, but stop talking over people. That's what gets you muted, when you won't listen.
Listen, if you're going to mute me, I'm just going to leave, because, I
Okay.
mean,
Bye.
what's the point?
Bye.
I mean, Val,
You can run away if you want to. I just told you to stop talking over Val. It's all I wanted, and you wouldn't stop. So I had to mute you.
you don't need to use the mute button like you're.
Bye.
Nobody can hear when two people or three people are talking. The people that are in the chat and listening, the other 1,000 people in here, cannot hear anybody. So I try to have one at a time.
Okay, Give me an example where you do not go to the aggressor in a war for a peace settlement.
But tell me what deal you broker where you leave one of the sides out.
First of all,
answer my question. Answer my question. When do you leave?
I am answering it if you give me a second to speak. The reason why it's not that important for Ukraine to even be in the room is because we are funding Ukraine. So it's basically America.
No.
We put in
No.
about the equal amount of money as the
That's
rest
not
of the
true at
NATO
all.
countries.
No, that's not true.
It is true.
Actually, they're ahead of us.
We put it. No, that is
Yes, they are. The
we put in about 70%.
No.
Union has put in more money than the U.S.
The European Union has put in more money than the US. It's just statistics, man. You guys act like Google costs you $100 to use. Okay? It's free. It's free. My God.
Legitimate talk about Ukraine and what's actually happening there, and how Poland has become a problem in this. That's a conversation we can have. How the UK doesn't trust us anymore, how Germany doesn't trust us anymore, how France is now sending nuclear capabilities to Germany, how Denmark is now sending troops with Germany and the UK to Greenland. If you want to talk about what's really happening in the world right now has centered around Ukraine, we can have that discussion. But we're going to have that discussion based on facts, not on feelings.
Kamala's going to start World War III. We can't vote for Kamala because she's going to start World War III. Everything Trump says is a confession. Every accusation is a confession. Because he is the one who's going to be starting World War III with his bullshit. He's aligning with our adversaries and abandoning our allies.
That's a good question. That's another portion of this. Sir, what's going to happen to Lockheed Martin when it comes to the F-35? Have you been keeping up what's happening because of Trump's rhetoric?
Probably not.
How did we get to Lockheed Martin?
Because all this centers, so you understand, all this centers around what's happening in Ukraine in Trump's rhetoric. His handling of what's going on in Ukraine right now is going to end up costing Lockheed Martin, aka used to be General Dynamics. Okay, so if you do not understand what's actually going on in the world and how this is going to end up costing U.S. jobs as well as U.S. contracts, how it's going to end up costing us U.S. scientists, U.S. creators to other countries, you are not paying attention. His handling of Ukraine right now and backing of Russia has got the entire rest of the world pissed off at him. Every ally we have had.
All the diplomacy, all the relationships, he's just shitting on them and aligning with dictators and our adversaries.
I agree that there's going to be some global adversaries going to happen.
Global adversaries, sir? How many contracts have now been canceled on the F-35 alone?
I don't care.
You don't care.
No, not at all.
You don't care. Sir,
No.
He doesn't know the implications, Val. He doesn't know why. He doesn't know what harm.
Do you know
Yeah.
how many people Lockheed Martin employs across the United States? Do you even have a clue?
Why are we at Lockheed Martin? That's what I want to know.
Because other countries that order their airplanes from, I'm explaining to you, because all these countries order their F-16s, F-35s, their warcraft from Lockheed Martin. They're their biggest military contract, and they're canceling their contracts, which are going to put American citizens out of work. And these are high-paying jobs. These are good-paying jobs that are going to be lost to American citizens. I thought Trump was America first. Not if all these people are losing their jobs because of his ridiculous rhetoric.
Tit for tat on
tit for tat, sir. Hold on. Tit for tat ends at $1 trillion. I mean, it should end at $1 billion, but tit for tat definitely ends at $1 trillion of contracts.
Okay.
That's GDP, sir. What can this country afford to lose $1 trillion? $1 trillion of GDP. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we're gonna go this direction. So you want to talk about jobs? Is this what you want to talk about?
No, it ties in with Ukraine. It ties in. That's what we're trying to tell you. It ties. Why can you not stop speaking over me? Every time I open my mouth, you cut me off.
I'm sorry.
Every bit of this ties into his handling and how he's handling Ukraine and how he's backing Russia. Every bit of it.
What he's trying to do in Ukraine is stop the war.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's trying to get their resources. He's trying again. You're fucking talking over me. He wants their resources. He wants the United States to be over there. And unless you've seen the recent, he thinks it'd be good that the United States controlled it. He wants us to take over their resources, their valuable resources. He's wanting them to capitulate and give Russia the land that they've already taken. You don't do that. You don't give a dictator land of a sovereign country that they invaded. You don't say, oh, you guys, you could just keep what you invaded. You can just keep it. No, Zelensky shouldn't give up a square fucking centimeter of land that Russia took in this invasion. No. Absolutely not. Russia is the aggressor. Russia has always been our adversary. We are not ever in history been aligned with Russia. What is wrong with you?
World War II comes to mind.
What? Were we aligned with Russia after World War II?
During World War II.
We were aligned with Russia during World War II.
Oh my God.
What?
Would you say we were aligned, or were they a soft ally? Were they more of the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
How many Russians
sir, would the situation have really been the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Wow. Okay. How many Russians died?
Sir,
Oh my
God. Do you know the history?
Okay, why don't you go live in Russia, Lester? Hey, Lester, I have a proposal for you that you can't, you're not, I'm gonna mute you so you can hear me. I have a proposal for you. I got you, okay? You're not gonna be able to refuse it, okay? If you tell me your address, you can do it offline, you can DM me offline, okay? And send me your address. I will send you a one-way ticket to Russia, plane ticket. I will pay for it. You can have a one-way ticket to Russia, and I will pay for it. It might be costly. I'll take one for the team.
That sounds like a good deal, sir.
If anybody wants to donate to my Diavatalks, my Cash App or Venmo, and my son said he'll pay for the upgrade to first class. My son's a mod in here. He said he'll upgrade you to first class.
Sounds like a good deal, sir. Why don't you take it? And while you're thinking about that, I want you to also answer this question for me. What did it mean when Vladimir Putin said, I want to reform the former glory of the USSR?
Wait, what was that?
Are you going to take my deal?
Your deal?
Yeah, can
Yeah.
I get you a one-way ticket to Russia?
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm so for real. You think I'm joking? I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not joking. I mean it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, if Russia's so great, you're up here simping for fucking Vladimir Putin. You are simping for Russia. You're simping for Russia.
You said you liked facts. I heard you say that. But
You're simping for Russia. Are you going to take my deal?
Why would I move to Russia?
Well,
You seem to really like Vladimir Putin, man.
You seem to like their style of government. You know, you seem to like dictators.
Why?
Okay, why don't you go to one where one's already established?
Like that.
Oh, real quick, just for you, Lester, just for you. Real quick, Brandy, thank you for the $5 Venmo, $5 challenge for the plane ticket for Lester. Thank you. Another Brandy, thank you for the $5 cash app for Russia Export Fund. Thank you. SP, thank you for the $2 for a flight to Russia. LOL, love you. Thank you. Everyone wants to see you go because anybody that's here, we'll just call you Comrade Lester. Comrade. Why do you like Putin so much? Why do you like Russia?
Yeah, hold on, I want to ask him this question. Since you know history so well, and seem to think you know history,
I mean, I don't know history.
So since you think you do, sir, tell me what did it actually mean when Putin stood on stage and said, "I want to reform the former glory of the USSR"?
Well, it could mean a lot of things. I don't know.
Oh,
It could mean a lot of things.
bless his heart.
And, sir, you wanted to claim you understood the relationship between the U.S., the European allies, and Russia. You want to sit up here and claim you understood the dynamic there?
I mean, I didn't see the speech. I'm sure there was context.
There was no context. Sir, there's no context in meaning I am going to reform, I'm going to restore
The former glory
of the USSR.
Nationalism, I mean, I don't know. That's my guess. That he wants.
Which is why he's invading Ukraine. And then if we didn't get stopped in Ukraine, he would go on to Poland.
That speech that he gave when he said that was when he invaded Ukraine.
Well,
Now hold on, sir. What was all part of the USSR?
well, there was a lot of countries.
That are no longer part of the USSR.
Mhm.
Yes.
But I'm looking for one in particular.
Ukraine.
No, next one.
And
There's another one.
There's another one. There's 7, I think.
okay, what's the next bigger one?
There's a pretty good
There's
size.
4 before. I know that.
There's a pretty good size one, sir. I'm not talking about Lafayette or places like that. But there's a pretty good size one.
Does it begin with a P?
It does.
It does.
Does it end with a D?
It ends with a D, yeah.
It ends with a D. It's correct.
And they're part of NATO, which means if he takes one step into Poland, the entire NATO countries will have to come to a war, and then it will be World War III.
Poland?
Yes,
Yes.
they're part of NATO.
Okay. Yeah, they are part of NATO.
Gina, thank you for the $5 cash app for a trip to kiss Putin's ass for Lester. There you go.
When you talk about Ukraine, you can't just talk about. See, when you talk about Ukraine after a statement like that, you can't just talk about Ukraine. Okay, because Ukraine, and I'll tell you who is listening. Poland. Poland's paying damn close attention to this. To the point, after he gave his rhetoric, when he, his first, 2 weeks in office, after he gave his rhetoric and turned around and said that Russia invaded, or that Ukraine invaded Russia, after he said they started it, Poland had a statement to make after his speech.
Oh, he left.
And after his attack.
He left.
He left.
Sorry, truth is irony.
I wanted to ask him, how does he defend Donald Trump when after the meeting with Zelensky in the Oval Office with J.D. Vance when they ambushed him and talked about what he had on? How is it okay when Donald Trump's point at this meeting was, I just want the bloodshed to stop. I just want to stop the fighting. And then Donald Trump turns off the intelligence so that Russia could attack them. And they ended up BOMBing a hotel with American citizens in it. So how is that okay? I don't understand how people don't get Donald Trump's a Russian asset.
100%. Yeah.
It's not even it's not even something that you can really deny without having some sort of cognitive dissonance. Now, do you guys, and I'm sure you guys know, but Paul Manafort was the campaign manager for Donald Trump. Was also what?
Bob, you're in the box. I think he didn't realize I brought him up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, this guy, Paul Manafort, who actually was convicted of more or less espionage by telling Russia, campaign secrets about Hillary. This guy is the same guy who was the campaign manager for the oligarch that Putin put up in that bogus election that happened in Ukraine. So Paul Manafort is Putin's guy when he wants to get whoever he wants to puppetize to run his puppet government.
Yeah.
So this is why when Donald Trump has Paul Manafort as his campaign manager, it's a link there, and the common issue is Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And there it is. You got Putin, you got Manafort, and you got Donald Trump. And by the way, Paul Manafort was pardoned by Vladimir Putin. So we're not here with our eyes closed and pretending that these things aren't happening and that Donald Trump is not compromised. With the guy who actually delayed the sanctions that Congress put on Russia to give Russia time to realign their economic structure so that the sanctions would have no effect. So when Congress in 2017, when Congress had sanctions against Russia, and they asked the Trump administration for the names of these companies or these oligarchs, whoever they were, and they gave them 3 months. They gave from July 25th to October 1st.
Okay.
And I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I've got to get opposition up here. My people are leaving. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, True. I do too.
I appreciate you. Thanks for having me, and keep on keeping on.
You got it, buddy. I sure will. Thank you, Truth. Appreciate you. Bob, I wanted to give him a chance to say something. I brought him up because he wanted to talk to the other guy too, and then the other guy dropped as soon as he didn't get to say anything. Bob, hello, are you there?
Yes, hi.
Hi, I know you were here yesterday, but remind us again, you voted for Trump, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 61. I'm in PA.
Okay.
But I just want to say how much your live is very informative and all. And that guy that was just talking. But
did you want to add to the conversation, or do you want to talk about something else?
no, that was it. I just want to say hi.
Are you learning stuff?
Yep.
Yeah, Bob's definitely learning stuff.
Okay. Do you regret your vote yet or not yet?
I like your rainbow thing too. That's it, Bruce. With all the white crayons.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming up, Bob. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you coming back and learning more.
Yeah, I think Bob's one of the people that actually regrets
They
it.
said he regretted. Yeah, I thought I could. We had a couple yesterday, so I wasn't sure. Ricky, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did. From Texas.
How old are you?
21.
Okay, real quick, Andrea, thank you for the $10 cash out. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. What did you want to add to the conversation, or what did you want to talk about?
I think it's really sad that y'all are, defending and asking for more government contracts for defense contractors when the Democratic Party was, during Bush, the anti-democratic party, or the anti-war party. They hated the fact that Dick Cheney and George W. Bush lied about the Iraq War. And, now that Dick Cheney and George W. Bush support Kamala, now they're
No.
Okay, hold on.
Stop right there. No. I know who Dick Cheney is. I know who Liz Cheney is.
Correct.
Because I still don't consider Liz Cheney a friend of the Democratic Party, and I'll tell you why.
No.
Because even though she stood up against
On January 6th, yeah.
Trump on one issue, she voted with Trump 99% of the time when she was in office. Do not come up here and try to make some kind of hypocritical argument. No, that's not the case. Okay, we know who Liz Cheney is, and we know I definitely know who Dick Cheney is.
You're right.
I live in Texas too.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So,
So I definitely understand his ties with Halliburton and all, and the mess that goes along with all of that.
right.
Okay. The fact is, if you want to talk about hypocritical, you're coming up here from Texas, knowing all the problems with Halliburton and everything that came over there, and you're still supporting that type of government policy.
No, I don't really support that aspect too much, but y'all did call them war criminals and all that, and then y'all brought her on the DNC stage. I mean, if I call
Why did Dick Cheney? No, we brought Liz Cheney.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
No, Liz Cheney.
What was Liz Cheney
Liz.
talking about? She was talking about the one thing, the only one thing she disagreed with Trump on. And that was Jan 6.
That was our democracy, trying to overthrow our democracy.
He was going after our democracy. That is absolutely correct.
Yeah, our democracy that they lied about.
What do you mean they lied about?
Who?
They lied about so that our citizens from the Cheneys, our democracy, so that our citizens from our democracy can go and fight and die for a useless war. And now they go.
Dude.
You have no clue.
You have no idea what you're talking about. You're 21, and I'm not like ageist or anything, but come on, dude. Like, you're just talking absolute nonsense, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. We're not talking about the Cheneys. We're talking about what's happening right now, how Donald Trump is going against the Constitution, how he reversed the ban on segregation. I mean, come on. Get a clue.
That into the Ukraine thing. That's what I was wanting to do,
No, that's not what.
It's not the same situation.
In what way?
What do you mean in what way? This was a sovereign democratic nation attacked by Russia.
That's it.
You want to talk about democratic? How about us?
No.
We didn't cancel any elections.
2014.
No.
We did not cancel any elections.
No. When people are in war, just like in the United States, when we were part of World War I, World War II, there weren't elections those years either. When you're in war, you don't typically have elections, okay? So it's not that it's the Democrat. It's because they've been invaded. So they don't have elections during wartime. That's normal.
For a second that they wouldn't put Zelensky back as president, you've lost your damn mind.
The Ukrainians elected a president in 2014. The United States and the CIA went in and they overturned it, and they said, no, it's wrong, and they had a...
No, we didn't.
No, we did not.
Stop that. That is not the case. That never happened. That's
please.
Yeah. We fought against who they elected. Why, sir? Why did we fight against who they were elected? Why did the NATO and the European Union and the United States fight against who they were elected? Why? Do you know why?
The why is important, Ricky.
Why? Because they didn't support our side. They didn't support our side, so therefore we can do whatever that we want to them, even though they were friendly.
Because he was a Russian puppet.
Yes.
Right, and now we have an American puppet.
So
No.
American puppet.
What's the difference?
He's
Well, we
not.
don't have an American puppet. Do you think the man sitting in the White House that basically told Trump to go screw himself is an American puppet?
No, but I mean, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, he was.
No, he was not.
No, he wasn't.
We were helping them.
Oh yeah, right. When we have so many problems at home.
Oh, you guys don't even. No. You're not allowed to go there. You're not allowed to go there. That we have problems at home bullshit because every single bill. Shut your little pie hole. Got it? I don't allow men to speak over me. I don't allow barely men to speak
I
over
don't
me.
allow women to speak over me, so don't.
You're right. Any other question, you little fetus? Come up here and talk to me about friggin' Dick Cheney. Sir, I was alive during that.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I'm so sick of that. We have problems here at home. And you guys vote against every single bill we've ever put up to actually help the American people.
And hold on, excuse me, Diva. Hold on a minute. Who is it that's wanting to raise the defense budget?
It was Trumpy pants by another almost trillion, another $1 billion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hold on. Here's another thing. So if other countries are buying planes from Lockheed Martin, is that coming from our defense budget? Have I missed something?
Lester, if I have to endure you any longer, you have to send $25 to my Cash App or Venmo. You ain't coming back up. I'll be looking for it. It'll notify me when it comes through. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I am so sick of, well, just help. We have so many problems here at home. And he just cut about $1 trillion from Medicaid and food assistance and Social Security, and cut the Department of Education that ensures that disabled children get educated. He's like tearing this country apart. He doesn't even give a shit about the people that live in this country.
Do you know what else he cut, Diva?
Oh, what else?
Money going to North Carolina.
Yes, to help. The absolute audacity.
How many times did we hear this?
Biden's not sending money to North Carolina. He only gave them $750. Bullshit. And bullshit. He cut off money to North Carolina. How many times have we heard that before? That look at Biden only giving them $750. Now they ain't getting none. None. I know there's Trump supporters out there that have children with IEPs. I know there's children, Republicans and MAG out there that have children with disabilities that are receiving education because of the federal government protecting them. Till it comes hitting on their door, until it affects them personally, Trump supporters will not care. And then when it starts affecting their kids, then they're going to turn on him. Well, wait, I thought this was going to only happen to the people that I don't like. I thought this was just going to affect other people, not me. I voted for him. No, it's going to hit you too. Yeah. They've been awfully quiet about him cutting off funding to North Carolina, Val.
Oh, yeah, real quiet about that, huh?
Haven't heard a thing. But I do know on Fox News when, what's the Jessica Turlove or Jessica something Tarlove, that's like the one Democratic voice that's on Fox News. She was telling them, well, what about kids that have IEPs and have special needs? They protected disabled people, so they're not going to have that protection. And the Fox host said, we want that. They literally don't want disabled people in school. It's eugenics. They don't want to have to pay for disabled kids because all they want educated are like the kids that are going to be their little workers.
They said he wouldn't cut North Carolina. He'd get North Carolina rebuilt and all this stuff. And now he cuts North Carolina. And I'm wondering if there might have been history to tell us he would do this. Oh yeah, he did it in his first damn term when they got hit by a hurricane.
Yeah.
We only gave them 10% of what they needed to do the repairs the first hurricane that hit when he was in office. This is the president that you go back to help North Carolina and help affected areas due to storms.
Yeah, they want their little worker bees. Yep, they want their worker bees. They only want people educated that are able-bodied that can go work in their businesses and their factories. They don't want the disabled kids in there because they're, maybe not going to be able to do that. It's just so sick. They are so sick. They're so sick.
Somebody put thoughts and prayers down there. That's funny.
And did you know that we have to pay the El Salvadorian government $25,000 per inmate that we send over there? That's millions of dollars. That's waste. Why don't they cut that waste?
And I don't think that's constitutional either. I'm surprised that hasn't been in court yet.
Well, I'm sure it's one of them that is the 100 that they're waiting for. Yeah, Trump is probably getting a kickback because he doesn't do anything that doesn't personally benefit himself. Oh, Ricky's back? I thought Ricky left. No, Ricky's back? Okay. Are you going to listen?
Okay. Yeah, Renaud, can I just say something first?
No.
There's a lot of people in the comments who are saying that I'm not Hispanic and that I'm white. So I just want to say this. I don't care what the comments say. Neither one of us said that. So I don't care what the comments say. Comments have all kinds of stuff in it. If I cared about the comments, we'd spend the whole show talking about comments that come from the right side, right? So I don't care about the comments. Neither one of us said it.
Hit dogs holler.
Thank you for whoever wrote Hispanic is not a race. Thank you.
Exactly. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Let's have a conversation. I know there were 900 people in here. They're not all Kamala supporters. So if you voted for Donald Trump, come on up in the guest request box.
Poor little Ricky.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Little Ricky. Little Ricky. Got that machismo. Why do they always come back? I know. They do. That's because Trump supporters are weak. They're scared. They're scared of everything. Trump supporters are scared of brown people. They're scared of black people. They're scared of transgender people. They're scared of books. They're scared of all kinds of stuff. It's just really, they just live their life full of fear. Just full of fear. Fear of things they don't understand, so they are just scared of it. They're scared of it because they don't know. Because society's progressing. Because we accept everyone for who they are. But they're not scared of young girls because they sure like to follow a lot of them. They're definitely terrified of facts. That is true. They're terrified of facts. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. They are lactose intolerant.
They always have been.
That is correct. Hi, America Together Democracy.
Oh, I haven't seen them here.
I know. I was like, it's good to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Yes, they're scared of women, mostly. Yes. We are far too strong, far too superior. They think that, and they are obsessed with people's genitals. Obsessed. So weird. Obsessed. Yes, coined by Swervin. That's right. Lactose intolerant. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. We are looking for Trump supporters for about 30 more minutes, and then we will be bringing up friendlies. But until then, I am just looking for Trump supporters. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. They be thinking way too much about what people do behind closed doors. Yes. For sure. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Everybody else, you guys are doing awesome. We are almost up to, we just hit 250. Yes. Let's get to 275. Let's get to 275. Let me see those hearts flying. If you want to help support my live, I do have my live gift goal up there of the coral reef. I've got my Cash App and Venmo over here in the yellow banner. I have my subscriptions on, looking for some more subscribers to join the team. And Val has his Cash App and Venmo information in his bio if you'd like to help support him as well. But we are crowdsourced here. So if you want to help support this live to keep it going every single day, I appreciate any and all support. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Gen X leftists behave. Hi, everybody on YouTube and Twitch. Come on up, guys. Yeah, scared of their mistresses keeping the baby. Yeah. Yeah. We know who uses who. We know how they. What are we talking about today? Anything you want, Tommy. I mean, my background shows the color of the MAGA rainbow, but we can talk about whatever you want. Come on up. Let's chitty chat.
Damn, Jeanette. Fuck. I had to go back to read it. It's like, oh, what's going on here? Got a lot of reaction off that. Oh, now I see.
I mean, we know that they broke Grindr twice during the RNC. So, I'm just saying. Those who protested the loudest. I'm just saying. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Oh my goodness. Tommy, you hit the guest request. Come on up. We can talk about whatever topic you want. We can talk about whatever you want. Hold on, let me mute my mic for a second while I open this. It's going to be loud. Oh. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up, Tommy. I can't invite him. He has his invites turned off, so he has to request, which is why I asked him to request. But it seems like he is scared, like most MAGA men are. Kind of goes into the point of what we were just talking about. Scared of women, scared of facts, scared of conversation. He's scared. Come on up, Tommy boy. If you voted for Donald Trump, come on. My voice went out from debating yesterday. Mm-hmm. Okay. Must have been doing a lot of screaming. I happened to lost my voice yesterday. I can't come up. Oh darn. Sorry. Cheryl, thank you for the dollar Cash App. I really appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. I was going to tell you the same thing.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. We have somebody jealous in the comment section. I don't know why Trump supporters get so triggered when people send us support.
I have no clue.
Like, I don't know why they get so jealous.
It just makes me laugh.
It's so pathetic. I mean, honestly, you have a job for me?
Yeah, I know why they're upset. Because their words don't get them the same support.
Oh, exactly. Nobody would give them a penny. Do you ever go by right lives and they're like all just sending Cash App and Venmos one after the other?
No, not too many.
Nope.
I've seen coin fights, but they usually use it more like a battle situation, and they do
Yep.
saying congratulations for the words and the true information that you're sending. They do it more to try to prove that, hey, but you know what's even funny is, I've been on this app for a long time, people, and I've watched Zeus, me, and other creators go into right wing lives, back when I used to do that, when it's like, why am I putting myself through this?
Right. I know Zeus does it, but I'm like,
But I watched Zeus and everybody else go on his lives, and the funniest thing about it is, even in a right wing live, people like Zeus and people that do that still come out of that live with more coins than
I know.
Cracks my ass up every time.
Every time. They don't support, because we know they're inherently selfish, right? I mean, Trump supporters are all about me, and they're selfish. And they don't get the support we get.
Somebody wrote that's why HVAC switched. No, that's why HVAC
Lied, yeah. RJ of course always walks out with more coins. That's true. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Yes, the dog wants his cheese tax. I know, he didn't even vote. Diab is a true definition of a disaster. What does that mean?
Big Tex, come on up.
Come on up. I invited you. Why am I a big disaster? Come up and tell me how or why. Why am I such a disaster?
And sir, you know, you put big Tex up there. I want you to go to the Texas State Fair and just start walking around saying how much you hate liberals. Please do that for me.
All bark and no bite.
I'll send the ambulance for you later.
He follows little Ricky.
Anybody knows where Texas State Fair happens, where Big Tex actually resides? You know, if you see the videos and stuff, anybody that knows where the State Fair actually happens and understands where the Cotton Bowl is, please go do it for me. Just please.
I do let people talk when they're on, Buck. I don't let people lie and spread misinformation. So that's why I shut them down. Sorry, not sorry. You guys up here lying, spread misinformation, and I want people to know going by. I shut it down when I hear it. I can't stand to be wrong. I've been wrong a couple of times, and I've admitted it immediately when I've said something wrong. So that's not true. I just did it the other day. I said, "Ooh, I got that wrong. Sorry about it. Here's the information. No problem. Have no problem saying it, but I'm not wrong. When I'm talking about facts, I'm not wrong."
Your mom, you're wrong, but I like it. If you know, you know. What she said, I don't think she's wrong in what she said. She's absolutely true. You have to buy tickets to get a drink. She's not lying. Because the Texas OU games played the Cotton Bowl. Well, actually, I think the last time we played it at Arlington Stadium, but it used to be the Cotton Bowl, and it's on during the State Fair. At the Cotton Bowl, when the State Fair is going on, you can't buy anything cash. You have to go buy this book of tickets and go pay with everything with so many tickets.
Oh my God. Can you do a commercial real quick so I can run to the restroom? Can you do a commercial real quick so I can run?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was taking a drink.
Oh, that's okay. Thanks.
Hey, everybody. At the top by Diavatalks name, there's a little gold heart. Please hit that heart and become a member of the team. It costs you 1 coin, and every day you hit it, you become a higher member of the team, and it gives you little goals and things in it. It helps maintain her algorithm and protects the lot. She also has a gift goal up there, which I think is completed, so she needs to reset that. So we'll reset the gift goal here in a second. Her subscriptions are up there. If you feel like subscribing to the channel and you like everything she's saying, it's a monthly subscription. You can also give subscriptions to other people. What a fun concept. That's, a little newer to TikTok, but kind of a fun thing. So get her subscriptions up there. If you want to donate to her, and she has her the little gold banner right there under the crayons. She has that's her Cash App and her Venmo. Please donate to that. And if you want to donate to me, I have my Cash App and Venmo in my bio. And below the Diavatalks 2.0 down there, please follow that if you're not. Below that, there's a little arrow. Hit that little arrow, and that arrow, if you hit copy link, that sends the link to the FYP. You can also send it to all your friends. And also, for all your MAGA people in there, if you want people to come up here and help you with some of your comments and stuff, please hit that little arrow and send it to all your friends so they'll come in and now come up and have a discussion with us. Send it to what you think your smartest friends are, please. And then everybody else, that's pretty much it. Thank you for flying with Diva, and let's get
If you voted for Donald Trump, I'm looking to have a conversation with you. So if you voted for Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Don't be scared. Don't stay in the comment section. Typical lib, always typical lib, always begging for money. And you guys send Trump $60 for a Bible.
They're saying we're always begging for money. No, sir, we give information for people support us for that information. Much different concept, you know. But begging for money
And
is
gold
what
shoes.
So-called a billionaire that sends donation requests out to his supporters for $5 and $10 donations from all his supporters to pay for his legal fees. And y'all do it.
Exactly. And my son Troy in the comment section, he goes, meanwhile, he is on every government assistance there is. Oh, a billionaire that sells gold shoes and perfume.
Watches.
$25 Crunch cereal.
Oh, but it's America First, right? But all of it's made in China.
Made in China. In China. Thank you, Sylvia, for the subscription. In China. NFTs.
You got to reset your goal.
Oh. What goal?
Your gift goal up top.
Why?
Because it's met, apparently.
It's what?
It's been met, apparently.
No, it says I only have 3 out of 20. See?
Wow, that's
down below.
not what we're seeing.
See? It shows I've only got 3 out of 20, so.
Yeah, it's showing us thanks like it's completed.
Oh, my word. It's not. It's not.
I just took a picture of it so I could send you what we were seeing.
That's so funny. Okay.
I'm not going, I just did this commercial and it's showing, you know, like all the names on the target, and then it goes from the target to your subscriptions.
Oh, that's funny.
So y'all are seeing it different in the comments? This is some weird stuff.
That is weird. William, thank you for the $2 Cash App. Sorry it's not much, but you're awesome, Diava. Thank you, William. I really appreciate your support. Chasen, is this a live for unemployed people? I'm not unemployed. This is my job. This is my job.
Oh, Mitra shows it as completed too. So it's different for all of us. This is jacked up.
This is my job. Spreading misinformation? No.
Oh, please come tell us what misinformation, please. Please, please, please.
I have a job. This is it. It's called educating and entertaining. And my followers appreciate the education and entertainment that they get. And so they donate to me to help support me so I can keep doing it. You sound like you're really jealous. And that's a you thing. That's not me. This is not as easy as it looks. It is not as easy as it looks. I just know you're jealous, and jealousy's not cute. And usually the more that you guys complain about them giving me money, the more money they give me. So just keep complaining. It's okay. Go ahead, Val.
Did you see that video of the mom and her daughter that were yelling at Democrats in a hotel because somebody had blue and green hair?
Mm-mm.
Did you see this thing? Oh my God. So this mom and daughter go into a hotel. They're staying in the hotel. They come down apparently in the lobby, start a bunch of crap. You know what I'm saying? With these, because they're calling them so-called liberals. And when we get in, when the people start seeing what's going on in the video, the police are there and the manager of the hotel, because the manager of the hotel is kicking them out of the hotel.
Oh.
Because they created so much grief.
Right.
And they're kicking them out of the hotel, and then the police tell the lady and her daughter, and of course you're just still kind of confused of what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they go back, they go, and the police tell the lady they're going to go get all your stuff, and they're going to bring all your stuff out here to you, and y'all can go to another hotel, but they're not allowing you back into them. And the daughter starts going off, are you doing this because of all these blue-green haired people in here, friggin' stupid Democrats and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And going off on the manager, I don't care what you do, you can arrest me, I'm going in to get my own stuff. And the police officer looks at the guy from the hotel, and I know this situation because this is how this goes down. You know, and asks me, do you want them back in your hotel? And he goes, no, they are not allowed in our hotel anymore, ever again. And then she started walking for the door. As soon as she hit that front door, the cops put her on the ground, and then the mom started going nuts, and they put the mom on the ground and arrested her. I was like,
Thoughts and prayers.
Good luck.
Good luck.
The reason I bring that situation up is because that's what would happen to Big Tex if he actually went to the Texas State Fair and started screaming about liberals.
Exactly.
It would not go well. It would not go well.
My son in the chat just said, they should have complied.
That's right. They just complied. You know what I'm saying? And waiting for their stuff. They'd been fine. They'd have gone on their way. No, they had to create a scene.
Just like that lady who walked into the bar and she had a Trump shirt on and they kicked her out of the bar.
They kicked her out of the bar.
She's like, that's discrimination. And they're like, oh, get the fuck out. I was like, these white people want to be oppressed so bad, but they're going to keep getting that. They're going to keep getting that. And they're going to be like, well, why am I getting kicked out?
That's not a good thing. I mean, because what you're going to start to see, because people are going to start to push back against this stuff and things that are being put forth, you know, and real people are going to look at this as like, oh, no, absolutely, I don't want no part of that. Because you go into businesses and then, you know, and then the next thing that's going to happen is you're going to make the mistake of going out to a work event or something like that and think it's okay to wear your red hat or some kind of shirt, and you're going to find out you're fired the next day.
Yep.
It's coming.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Moon, much like me, actually, my son and I were talking about that earlier. Much like MAGA not wanting to bake a cake for anyone in LGBTQ. That's the same thing. It's like, oh, hey, well, you didn't want to make a cake. You didn't want to bake a cake for LGBTQ company, and I don't want to. Yeah, I don't support any businesses that flies the hat flag or wears the hat. Nope.
No,
same
you
Troy.
You put Trump anywhere in your business, I'm out. I'm out. I pulled my car out of a garage and was working on my car because I went back and there was a mechanic back there wearing a bunch of stuff. And I said, Eli, you got to wear that kind of stuff while he's working on cars for your business. He's like, yeah, I don't care. Bring my car to me, please. Yeah,
because my son has a food truck and he had a food truck event. And him and my daughter were gonna go eat at his food because he had like chicken tenders and fries and burgers and stuff like that. So they're like, oh, we're gonna get that for lunch. So they're backing up their food truck in, and he had a Trump sticker on the back of the car. They're like, yeah, well, nope. Well, guess we're not eating at that food truck today. He's like, absolutely not. And they didn't eat at his food truck. They're like, if I know they're Trump supporters, I will not.
Well, I mean, I understand that, people that don't want to do business, especially in bar situations and stuff like that, if your clientele is going to be affected by that kind of person being in there, those types of things I get. But as in general business, good business people want to stay politically neutral.
Exactly. And that's why my son didn't have like a Kamala sign before the election up in his food truck, because he's like, I want all business because it's a small business. I'll take their money. So he didn't put anything up political so that, people wouldn't avoid him like he avoids them when they have their Trump shit up. So, and I told him, I said, absolutely. Don't put anything political up when you're a business. It's just better not to. You want anybody's money. But it was funny that when the food truck owner came over to get one of their handmade lemonades, they usually like give it to other vendors for free.
Yeah.
Like barter, and then they'll bring them something from their food truck or whatever. But my daughter rang him up full price.
Somebody brought up Buc-ee's earlier. I know Buc-ee's has the kid that's involved in all kinds of stuff like that, but Buc-ee's as a whole, you're not going into Buc-ee's and finding a red hat.
No.
You'll find a lot of beaver shirts and stuff like that, not meant that way, an actual beaver.
No, exactly, like a real beaver.
But you'll find a bunch of shirts and stuff like that, but you will not find red hat stuff inside of Buc-ee's.
Yeah. I mean,
the reason I said that is because somebody wrote down there, Tesla worked a deal with Buc-ee's for chargers. I don't have a problem with that. That's two private companies working with each other for need. I mean, that's business.
yeah, that's true. But I have to tell you one. I hope Troy won't. I don't know any names, so I guess he won't care if I say it. But he was telling me how he was getting his hair cut, and there was a lady at the salon who looked at the hairdresser and was like, she was looking at her phone. She goes, "Oh my God, you guys brace yourself for this one, okay?" Because I laughed right out loud. Wait for
Mama
it.
Millie's being bad.
Huh?
Mama Millie's being bad.
Who?
Mama Millie wrote who's Beaver Honey.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's just being naughty. Opie must be in here somewhere.
Hope you're around.
But you guys brace yourself for this one. She grabs her phone and she's like, "Oh my gosh, did you see that Donald Trump just signed an executive order that women can start retiring at the age of 51?"
Oh.
I'm like, what? And the hairdresser was like, okay. And my son was sitting there trying not to say anything, but he was like, in his head, he's like, "And get paid? Is it paid? Like, do you get money at 51, or they're just going to let you go back home and be in the kitchen at 51? She had to have got it off a Facebook meme. She had to have. Because then I went and Googled it. As dumb as that sounds. I went and Googled it after he told me this just to see if it was out there somewhere. Literally nothing. Nothing. So she had to have got it off like a Facebook meme or something. And she's like, "Women as young as 51 can retire now. Aren't you so glad?" Like, they believe this shit. They believe this stuff. And then they go around to their friends. I'm 52. I'd be happier than a pig in shit, but oh, but that's the kind of stuff these people believe. They really do. It's so sad. You should see the things my own father reposts on Facebook, which is why I left Facebook. I don't ever go on there anymore because I have a hard time holding my tongue, and it is the craziest shit. The craziest stuff my dad reposts is like true. Like, "Oh my gosh, did you see this?" Like, "Oh my God. Oh my God." It's just the most insane shit you've ever could imagine that they actually believe. And yes, I did see where Donald Trump said he did not sign the Alien Enemies Act. Did you see that clip? He said, I didn't sign it. So either he has dementia or somebody forged his signature. He either has dementia or Alzheimer's and doesn't remember. That was crazy. Yes, Katie, it's just me and my 2 adult kids that are not MAGA in my family. Yes.
Yeah, I was saying he's backpedaling like crazy. But there's a reason behind this because this is impeachable. But I will
correct.
Tell you right now.
And the courts are pushing back. Yes.
Right. Yeah. I'll tell you right now. Even if this was a Republican Congress with George W. Bush, and this would have happened, George W. Bush would have already been gone. This would have happened so fast it made your head spin. That's the difference in 20 short years that we have in government. 20 years ago,
Yep.
George W. Bush would not have survived these decisions, even with a Republican Congress.
Yep.
Wouldn't have survived.
Isn't he blaming it on Rubio or something?
Yeah, he's trying to blame it on Rubio. You know, Rubio, the guy that was sitting there when he first brought it up with a weird look on his face, like, what the hell are you think you're doing? That Rubio?
Uh-huh. But that's why. Or he's going to use it, or it was an auto pen. Oh, wait a minute. I thought you said that Joe Biden's pardons weren't valid because he used an auto pen. Oh my
God, we have a million examples of Trump using the
come on. It's just that's because the courts are really pushing back. The courts are like, you're full of shit. They're basically saying you're full of shit.
One judge basically told them that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, in other words, they've been told that they're full of shit. Like, in so many words.
The judge told him, you are gaslighting me.
Yes.
She actually used the word gaslight.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. That was insane.
I am so thankful that President Biden appointed so many federal judges on his way out. Oh, Sleepy Joe playing 4D chess while Trump is over there playing fucking Chutes and Ladders, okay? Thank you, Biden. Thank you, Joe Biden. A 49ers freak, how are you?
Hi, David. Hi, Beth. How are you?
We're doing good.
Doing good.
Trump's eating the checkers.
I just came up for two quick questions. First off, have you guys seen that clip of Howard Winnick making the comments about missing a Social Security payment?
I did. I saw that Howard Lutnick, his the Social Security Administrator, or his something. I can't remember what he is, but Howard Lutnick.
Commerce, I think.
Oh yeah, Commerce. Yeah, he said, I quote, ish. He goes, like, if my 94-year-old grandmother missed a check, her Social Security check, she wouldn't say anything. She would just assume that there was some kind of an error in the system and she would get it the next month. Do you know how you find out the people that are fraudulently getting their Social Security checks? They'll be the ones that are loud about it. They'll be the ones that complain the loudest. They're the ones who are committing the fraud.
And
disgusting. It's like, if that's people's own, if that's their only source of income, yeah, he's a billionaire saying that. Exactly. Yeah. It's like, if that's all your income is, that means you have no income for that month. So yeah, you're going to speak up. It doesn't mean you're fraudulently getting your payments. It's so dumb.
Well, it's funny because I made a video just a while ago on it, and I actually said, hey, Howard, let's have a conversation with you, me, and my doctor, and you can tell my doctors how both of my disabilities are fraudulent, and we'll see how that goes. Because it's like, look, bro, that's how I survive. Do I wish I was the only way I could? No. But it is. And it's like, you better well damn believe if something were going on with my Social Security and missing a payment, yeah, I'm going to be wound about it because it's my actual livable income.
Well, the one of the things that I thought was interesting, and somebody actually did the math on this, the BIPOC community as a whole is about 18% of the U.S. Okay, but they only receive about 14% of the, you know what I'm saying, of these types of funds.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, of aid. So white tea receives 68% of the aid. Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that is, you know what I'm saying? That is proportionately correct if you actually think about it. So I don't know what the argument is.
I think he's just okay. Now this is my opinion and my opinion only, but it's kind of. Oh, sorry, I got cops going by, but I'm of the opinion and always have been that people like him would say things like this because a lot of people in his position look at the disabled community, older people, people who can't work for whatever reason, as a scourge on society.
Correct.
They don't like us. They do not want us around.
Because they feel like all you do is drain resources and you don't add anything to the economy.
Exactly.
Which is not true, and we know that. But I believe that that's what they feel as well.
Yeah, so I just was wondering if you guys have seen that yet or not. And also, I just wanted to say, as weird as this sounds, I just found it really funny, but hearing you say my actual name on the Cash App, Diva, that was just weird to me.
Oh.
I'm not used to hearing my name actually, like, not only my name, but my first name being read on TikTok, so I just thought that was kind of funny, but...
I didn't know which one you were, and you don't have to tell me, but it doesn't tell me like your TikTok name, so I have to just thank the person who.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, because I always thought when I did a Cash App, it says your username and not my, not your actual name. So yeah, when you said my name, I was like, oh, that just sounds weird coming out on TikTok, but yeah. Funny and stupid, I know, but I just thought it was funny.
That is funny, especially if you're not used to it.
Yeah, it's really not, but yeah. So thanks for letting me up. I was just curious if you guys had heard about Howard saying that and what you guys thought on it, just because it's just like, I'm telling you, when people are saying that, I don't have to be worried about my Social Security, and you have the Secretary of Commerce saying, hey, don't worry about it. And not only that, but you have the head of the Social Security Administration saying, if I don't get my way, I will just shut down the SSA.
I know.
You think I won't be affected on that, even though I already do receive benefits, MAGA? You really think I won't be affected by that? Come on now. So, yeah, I just wanted to come up and say that real quick. So, thanks for letting me up. I appreciate it.
No worries. I appreciate you. Thank you. Didn't Howard Lucknick also in an interview tell people to buy Tesla stock? Like, he can't do that. I mean, I guess he can. Boxer Mom, hi.
How's it going?
All right. My arm's getting better, so I feel much better today, so I'm happy.
Oh, awesome. I was going to ask you about that too. Oh, that's so great. That's good news.
It is good news.
Yes. Val?
Yeah.
Come off mute for a minute.
I'm here.
Okay. You never, ever meet a big tech. Never. That's the worst mistake you could make.
It just cracked me up when he said all stupid liberals and his name is Big Tech. So I'm like, I really want you to go to the state fair and start repeating that, please.
Oh my God.
Do you think he'd make it out?
No. Does he understand how you're packed in like sardines?
No, he does not.
He ain't going anywhere. Oh my God. I had to say that. And then my only other complaint is, you know how you say they're gonna start, if you see a Trump shirt or a red hat, they're gonna start being banned,
Yeah.
I must say that sometimes when I go to a store and I see Texas Longhorns, I walk out.
Oh, come on now. Come on. I know burnt orange hurts Crimson's feelings a lot.
Listen, take this over because I know you got people to mess with. But Val, here's what I want to know. Tell me if fix wasn't in when all you yahoos, maybe not you personally, but people start putting water bottles on the field and then they overturn the play. When has that ever happened?
I don't know.
You know?
That's why I said I hate confusing sports and politics because the next day it's over, right? Nobody cares.
Yeah. That was crazy though, wasn't it? I mean, the call was wrong. I'll give them that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But if that's all we got to do to get calls reversed, let's just throw a bunch of bottles all over the damn streets here. Maybe we'll get what we need.
That's kind of what's happening in government.
Right?
Yeah.
Just throwing a bunch of bottles throwing all the bottles against the wall and see which one will stick.
Right? So I figured, what? I'll lead with who's the real snowflake? Don't remind me. Oh, look who's crying again. What is it this time? A rainbow on a beer can? A Disney movie with too much wokeness? A black mermaid ruining your childhood? The horror. You call everyone else soft, but your entire identity is built on rage quitting. Whenever a corporation stops catering to your tantrums, tell me again, who's the real snowflake? You scream freedom, but lose your mind over someone's pronouns. You cried about cancer culture, but threw a national tantrum over Dr. Seuss. You called liberals weak, but needed a gun to just buy groceries. You say facts don't care about your feelings, but held a meltdown when gas stoves were discussed. You mock safe spaces. But freak out when Target put a rainbow on a t-shirt. God, Lord. Where's the toughness now? I hate handouts unless it's farm subsidies, tax breaks, or corporate welfare. Welfare is theft, but not when red states take the most. Hard work pays off. Yet your guy went bankrupt 6 times. I love the troops, but you voted for a draft dodger who called them suckers. And my personal favorite, America's First. Face it, you don't stand for anything except throwing tantrums when the world stops revolving around you. You call liberals whiny, but your entire identity is based on being a victim of imaginary oppression. The immigrants are replacing us. The feminists are running men. The deep state is out to get us. The woke mob is coming for freedom. Buddy, nobody cares enough about you to replace you. You weren't getting into Harvard. You weren't starring in a Disney movie. You weren't about to take over Wall Street. The only thing stopping you from success is your obsession with blaming everyone but yourself. The people fighting for healthcare, wages, and justice were the ones boycotting Skittles because the packaging hurt their feelings. The ones pushing for a better future were the ones crying about gas stoves and woke cartoons. The ones calling for accountability were the ones throwing ketchup tantrums in the White House. You spent years saying, F your feelings, and yet here you are, drowning in your own. So cry harder, MAGA. Your tears fuel the resistance. Thank you.
That's awesome. I love it.
One that really gets me the most in that whole bill is Skittles.
Taste the rainbow.
This is a company that's had the slogan, Taste the Rainbow, since the 80s.
Right? Yeah, I had to be a little bit smart aleck today.
I love it.
But, yeah, you're right. And, Val, I'll say this on the way out the oven. I appreciate you giving me an opportunity to come up. Also, by the way, Val, when we were growing up, we went to OU, Texas, right?
Right.
Every year, right?
Everybody around here did, right?
Yeah. And if we didn't win, right, then we have to get all your rides in and all that before the game. Because after the game, if we don't win, my dad is not stopping until we get back to Oklahoma. We had to have a little cousin hey, tell him to get back.
I know there is so much truth to that statement because I can tell you what the dominant color is going to be at the state fair after the game, depending on who wins.
On who wins.
It is so true, though. It is. If OU wins, it's going to be red. If Texas wins, it's going to be orange. That's the way it has always been. That's so funny you bring that up.
Yeah, and but if we won, right? He's like, okay, here's you $100. Here's you. So anyway, good times. Boomer Sooner.
That's so funny.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
That's so funny.
Still love you, by the way. Don't worry about it.
I'm taking Kamala and Trump supporters, so anybody can come up right now. If you voted for Trump or Kamala, anybody can come up. Just David, how are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I don't have my camera on, but I just this Social Security thing I haven't come up forever. But I've been listening to you since you were with
Polly, yep.
For a while.
Thank you.
When I was 35, I lost my wife, and I had to take care of 4 children. And the only thing that kept me alive afloat was her Social Security.
Right. Survivor benefits.
People just don't think about those things.
You're correct.
And I married again, and we fostered children. And all the foster children usually come from low-income families. And they all carry Medicare or Medicaid.
Medicaid, yep.
So the state's not going to cover that most likely because they do get because it is a federal program, and so that's going to have problems. It's going to cause more ripple effects with the foster care system.
Yep.
So I was just bringing that out to the light that people didn't think about those kinds of things. It really is troubling to me because of the things that are being passed and proposed.
I agree. And I was shocked when I was looking up the Social Security stuff. It said that Social Security is one of the biggest, one of their biggest clients are children because of passed away parents and stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of kids that are going to be affected by the survivor benefits.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just don't. I'm just thinking about it now. What would I have done if I didn't have that income to carry on with them?
Right.
It would have been. Well, it was already life-altering enough, but it would have been even more.
Right.
Life-altering trying to raise 4 kids with no supplemental income.
Right.
And of course, the foster children who depend on that to get their their checkups and their shots, and we got to take them to the dentist and
right.
It's just all that stuff is going to really hurt people if this goes away.
Unfortunately, they don't care.
I know.
And that's what's the sad part is that they legit don't care.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And it sucks to say that, but they just don't care.
Well, and of course I'm 60, so I'm 5 years away from retirement, and of course I don't want to say this because everybody doesn't want taking the money that I've already put into it. I mean, that's just I didn't want to repeat that because that's of course is everybody's going to say that. I've been putting into it for a long time. And,
of course.
I want to depend on. I need to depend on that also for retirement, and that's going to be gone after paying into it for 40 years or 45 years. That is not right.
That's going to cause a revolt. I'm just telling you. Yeah. Even on Trump supporters, they're not going to go for that. If they actually go through with it and do it, there's going to be a revolt because there's a lot of people, especially seniors. And I'm in Florida. There's a lot of senior citizens down here that, come down that are snowbirds. And they depend on that Social Security. And there's going to be a revolution of a different kind if he fucks with people's money.
Yeah, and especially in the red states that are very much dependent upon Social Security in the poorer counties. Well, I should say the poorer counties throughout the United States, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not only Southern; it's everywhere. Yes. People who depend on that and live from check to check. And the statement that I heard was, well, if my mom misses a check, she'll just wait till next month. Well, I don't know how many people can do that.
No.
Social Security only. I
That's just ridiculous.
Well, that's also the thing, right? The states can't handle that either.
They're out of touch.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you right now, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana cannot.
West Virginia
cannot make up those differences.
No.
You know, they just can't. People don't understand how the system works. They don't understand that states like, you know, California, Texas, New York, and Florida, you know what I'm saying, and Massachusetts, put those, you know what I'm saying, put all that stuff back into the system, that money back into the system that gets spread out over states equally. It's one of the reasons we're called the United States. Okay, and the thing is poor states can't make up those differences, and people don't get it. What do we got going on here?
I think they didn't know I brought him up.
Yeah.
Do you have wind chimes behind you, David?
I do. Are they too loud?
Okay, because I was like, I'm hearing bells like constantly. I'm like, maybe it's wind chimes.
Yeah, it's a wind chime.
Okay.
Yeah. It is annoying, but it is nice to hear sometimes.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, my logic is, or my thinking is, if everyone's happy in the United States, people are going to prosper. If everybody's miserable, nobody's going to prosper.
Right.
Nobody's go to the extra extreme to do better,
Exactly.
to treat other people better. If we're all prospering, no matter what color, what race, whatever, we're all going to do better.
It's one of the reasons civil rights took a step forward, you know what I'm saying, from the 50s through the 70s, right? Those steps forward were done because people started prospering, because we were taxing corporations and the wealthy at a rate that was actually helping middle class and lower class America grow.
Right.
And with that growth came understanding and comes progress. And, you know, after those tax cuts, we really stopped growing. We really became stagnant when it came to those situations.
And the thing is if they realize that if they prop up the poorest, you know, like if they help the poorest and the most neediest amongst us, it will rise everyone up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. If you help the very least, the people that need it the most, if you prop them up, everyone's going to prosper. That's why Joe Biden and Kamala Harris said basically from the ground up, like we got to build the middle class up, not from the rich down, but from the bottom up. Raise up the people at the bottom. Everyone will rise, including the rich.
Yeah, I can't understand why people don't see that. It's the me mentality, and it
Yes.
just drives me nuts. And no, it's not me because me doesn't get you anywhere. There's no I in T.
Nope.
And that's what we're seeing is in the way we're seeing it. Of course, my eyes is not working. It's not moving forward.
Right.
Because we're not united. We're not seeing everybody as equal.
And not everyone is prospering in the country that's the richest country on earth, basically. Nobody's prospering.
Exactly. Yes.
There's just too many inherently and grotesquely selfish people in this country, unfortunately.
Yeah, there are. And it's just so frustrating. Absolutely. Okay. All right, I'm going to drop me down. I'm good. I'm said my piece. I just think that people need to realize what they're voting for. And maybe, the other side can start thinking about this. They don't care now, but maybe it'll give them a second thought. I don't know. But,
absolutely, David.
Anything can help. But thanks for coming up. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ruby. Ruby?
Hello?
Hello? Yes.
Hi. Well, I'm coming up. I mean, I'm like kind of shy, but I'm from Germany. I came over here in 1986 with my husband who was military, and I'm really worried about this country. Like,
You should be. We're looking like 1930s Germany about right now.
Excuse me?
I said the United States is looking a little bit like 1930s Germany right now.
Sure it do. And I told so many people about that, but they didn't want to listen.
I feel you, because they didn't want to listen to me either. I've been screaming it for months and months and months and months and months, and nobody wanted to listen.
This is ridiculous. I never thought I would see this over here.
Me either.
Ever.
Did you vote for Kamala?
Yes, of course.
Okay, great.
Yeah, my husband is black, so we both voted for Kamala Harris.
Well, awesome.
Excuse me?
I said that's awesome.
Yeah, we did, because we know better.
Of course you do. Especially coming from Germany.
I couldn't stand him the first time he ran, and sure as hell, I knew this was going to happen. I just knew it.
I did too. It was in the playbook. It was in Project 2025 that everyone told me I was lying about.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They wrote it all down. People just didn't believe it.
It's sad. I'm going home in May. I wish I could just stay home, but I gave up my citizenship, and I'm kind of like pissed now. Like,
can you get it back?
I'm sure I could.
I would get a dual citizenship so that you can go back if you need to and stay there till this shit simmers down.
Yeah, but we have jobs and a house. And
yeah, I know.
Kids and grandkids. So it's kind of like.
I know it's tough.
You feel like you're stuck.
I feel you. I do. I'm in Florida. I feel you.
I'm in Texas, girl.
Oh, well, yeah. So is Val.
Well, we lived in Colorado for 30 years. But my husband, he's from Texas, and he wanted to come home, because his mom was older, so,
Yeah.
So now we ready to go.
I don't blame you. But thanks for coming up. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, too.
Have a great rest of your day. Thank you. I'm taking anybody right now. If you voted for Kamala or for Donald, you can come up. Anybody can come up. Did you hear about the mass unaliving in, I think, New Mexico today?
No, I have not heard about that yet.
3 people alive, 14 injured.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Anybody can request up. Anybody. Trump supporters, Harris supporters, anybody that wants to.
Where was it at?
New Mexico.
Yeah. Was it Albuquerque?
I don't recall the city.
Yeah, it was, I'm guessing probably Albuquerque.
Is that a rougher area?
Yeah, you got the Sendero Mountains there that separates Albuquerque and why can't I think of the name of the other city? But Albuquerque is a little more, what I'm saying, it's liberal, but you know what I'm saying, it's a little more conservative. It's a rougher area. It's a large city. It's actually a really large city in the desert.
Someone's saying Las Cruces.
No, not Las Cruces.
Or maybe that's where it happened.
Oh, Las Cruces.
Oh, it was in Las Cruces is where it happened. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah.
Unbelievable.
Suki, hi.
Hello, how are you guys? How now?
Good. You voted for Kamala?
Yes, I did. For the first time ever in my life.
Yay.
I voted for Kamala. I've been wanting to talk to you guys forever, or anybody.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
Anything. You guys educated me so much. I'm trying not to get emotional. I'm sick.
Aw, I hope you feel better.
It's because I'm an educator in Colorado. I work for I don't want to say what district.
Yeah, don't say your district. Yeah.
I work for the education system, and I voted for not just me, but I worked for the children.
Right.
And we were down marching for the education system, and I went to go see AOC, and I went to go see Bernie on Friday.
Yeah, that was amazing.
and I was down there screaming with everybody.
Is that where you got sick?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's my voice, and it's what they were saying, which just amazed me, and I was just sobbing and sobbing and sobbing, and then I wanted to tell you guys on Friday that I went to see them, and I see Zeus and I see Johnny, and you guys just inspire me so much and give me so much hope.
Aw.
That this country just kills me because I'm also a trans woman as well. And when I see Jared Pelosi, he's kind of flipping on me a little bit because he used to be so great, and now he's just kind of flipping a little bit.
Who?
I'm like, what's going on with him a little bit?
Who?
And I'm like, our government of Colorado, and I'm wondering what you know, and I pay attention. So, and I listen to Midas Touch a lot, and he's great. He's really great, and you guys educate me so much. I never got into politics. I've never been into politics. So Paris was my very first time voting because I really wanted to make a change because I just do not like. I don't like Trump. I'm not a big Trump fan.
Yeah, no.
But thank you so much for everything. I wish I could vote in the midterms. I don't even know how to do the midterms. If I can, I would.
You can.
I can. So I don't even know how to.
Well, you just look up for Colorado. Just like Google the midterm elections in Colorado.
Okay.
It'll give you the dates that it's going to be, that the vote should be taken, or that you'll be going to vote and all that kind of stuff. So, just vote down ballot blue for all the representatives.
Okay, I definitely will. I definitely will because the way this is going is insane.
Yes.
Even us working in the district, they're not telling us anything. Our manager was not there for 3 days because I'm afraid they might even let her go because
Oh wow.
Her job might even be on the line because of what's going on with having so many managers in the district, and you know what they're doing with the educational system. It's scary.
Who knows?
And I take care of our special needs babies. I'm so scared for them, and it's heartbreaking. It really
Me too.
is. And I look at each and every one of them, and it hurts me. I'm trying not to get emotional. It hurts me so much.
I know.
It hurts me so much. But yeah, it's
but hard. definitely check with your state election commission or board or whatever they call themselves in Colorado. Go on the website, just type in like midterms, see if you have to register, see if you're automatically registered. Like it should tell you there what you need to do to vote in the midterms.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
You educate me so much, and I love Jam of the Jewel. Every time she comes on, I'm literally singing Jam of the Holograms theme song. She's like, oh my God, I love her. If you see her, tell her I love her. I'm always singing Jam of the Holograms theme song. I'll tell her.
Will do.
Thank you guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you. That was sweet.
Hello.
Hi, Meg. How are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
Okay.
Say that with a little more enthusiasm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm okay. I'm alive. Grateful for that. But, you know, since, no shit, excuse my French, since Trump went over Pennsylvania, I'm literally a changed person. Do you know what I mean? Like, life has looked very different.
For sure. I'm sorry. I hope you don't get mad. If you'll talk to Val for just a second, I've got to run to the restroom one more time. I'm so sorry, but I can't wait. So I will be right back.
Hi, Val.
Meg, how's it going? Meg's going with I woke up this morning, okay?
Yeah. Literally keeping it very simple. But how are you? Where are you from?
Texas.
Nice. Ooh, what's it like out there right now?
Well, Texas is, it's painted one way but livable a much different way. If that makes sense, we're in a problem of gerrymandering in this state, a big one.
For sure, dude.
And but the truth of the matter is Democrats in the state actually outnumber Republicans.
Really? But what do you say? Like the electoral college doesn't.
Well, not really electoral college. That's different. You know what I'm saying? It's the gerrymandering of the state when it comes to how our state government runs,
right,
and what it looks like. I mean, if we weren't gerrymandered this bad, we would actually have a Democratic governor and a Democratic House. But we're gerrymandered horribly bad.
So the culture there isn't. Like, it's not what everybody, like, I'm in California, so Texas.
No, it's not quite as laid back as California, right? We don't have all the, you know what I'm saying? I was born in California, so I understand.
Oh, cool.
And I was born in Santa Cruz. So.
That's the best. I think me and my dude are going to take a trip there. Oh.
Yeah, so I understand California pretty well. I've been back several times, right? But Texas is a little different. I mean, it's not as, I guess laid back really ain't the right word, but you know what I'm talking about with California. It's very people live like it's a coastal lifestyle, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was born in the Bay, like Oakland area-ish.
Yeah, Oakland, San Francisco.
I moved up more north, and so I'd say like we have farmers and stuff out here. So there's actually like more of a mix, than I had expected.
Right, in the mix, you know what I'm saying, and that's the way it is in Texas. We're a mix.
Yeah.
The cities are definitely more blue, but we have a lot of rural area.
Yeah. Cool. Well, so I wanted to mention two things. I can make it quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
To highlight how weird MAGA is, and one is a pope. So the first thing I want to say, I'm totally gonna love my parents, but they're incredibly MAGA, and
mine too. Yeah.
When it's so weird. When you're in a cult, you don't know that you're in a cult,
Mm-hmm.
And since 2016, my dad has had a shrine, like Donald Trump and other American items, and he wears the shirts and gets the bumper stickers. And my mom, they moved to Idaho, and she got like lonely and scared, so she turned to this. Like, it's also cult culture. And so I have a friend who is kind of like a mentor, and she's like, he reminds me that there's like the schnozzy kind, and then there's the like misinformed kind. There's different breeds of MAGA, and she tries to remind me that like for people in a cult, they come out when you are like kind and loving, and it's so hard for me to like be that way, but like letting them know, hey, I'm here, I won't make you feel bad when you realize this guy is terrible. So I've been trying to practice that, and I'm trying to figure out like who the right people are to practice that on. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough. I mean, yeah, I was like, and you gagged me for a second. I'm like, oh, that's tough.
I totally gagged. Sorry, girl.
Because my parents are totally MAGA, but they're not even remotely interested in anything factual. Like they have drank the Kool-Aid, and I mean they've mainlined it at this point. And so I just told my parents, if we're ever going to be able to have any type of relationship whatsoever, we cannot talk about politics at all. And if they came to me, if their Social Security gets cut away, because Social Security is the only income my parents have, and if it gets cut, they're going to be in a world of hurt. And I know that I'm going to face that when they finally realize, oh shit, you were right.
And like, how do they even kind of surrender and say that? Is it like, well, Biden set it up this way, or
Oh, I'm sure that's how it is. Because when I was talking to her about tariffs last week, I said, well, I wasn't trying to get into a political discussion. I just said, you know, she said she wanted to have a garage sale because she had a bunch of stuff she wanted to get rid of. She's like, but I don't know if anybody goes to garage sales anymore. I'm like, well, probably people will be starting to barter and do garage sales a lot more than before because tariffs are going to raise everything up 25%. And she's like, well, when Biden came into office, as soon as you say one thing, she's like, well, prices raised under Biden, and Biden did, and they will not. And it might be because my parents are also evangelicals, so are also in another cult. And so if they say anything against what they believe or what they continue to believe, they think everything's a lie. So I don't know if some of them ever will.
Like, they need to get off X and, like, I mean, he followed the playbook, you know? Like, the only media you can trust is my media.
Exactly. Yep.
I was talking to my mom because I'm going to be looking for work soon, and I want to do waitressing because the tips are killer. And she was like, well, honey, you know, Trump passed a bill so that you won't have any tax on tips. And I was like, no, it wasn't in the budget. And she wouldn't listen to me, and I wasn't trying to fight her, but, like, he didn't, like, am I tripping? Like, am I being gaslit? He didn't pass that, right?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
and he's not going to be able to pass it because now I have Trump supporters now that are like, well, just wait. He's going to do it later. This just wasn't in this resolution, but he's going to do it. And I'm like, he can't do it because he's already hit the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling was only raised 4.5 trillion. His one package, the continuing resolution, was 4 trillion. He can't even do one of those. So he can't do that.
Oh my God, you're right.
The budget's done. It's done. He didn't do it. They're not getting it. They're never going to get it. But they just they have the cognitive dissonance of, you're wrong. They just won't believe it until it actually happens. And they're like, oh.
And you know, like, hot take, I genuinely, if they aren't the, like, white supreme like, if they're, I feel bad for some of them, the ones who were just, like, manipulated, and you know what I mean? I do. I can't help it. My heart is just like, I think, I talked to my psychology teacher, and she was like, we live in a world of depressed people, and how do we express our depression? Sometimes anger. So they see this strong man saying all these feelings that they have, and he externalizes their depression, and they're like, that guy's angry, and I'm angry too. And, like, they felt spoken to, like, because of their own poor mental health, which I get it. And so, I mean, my mental health, dude, come on, give me so much hope. I was very depressed. I've always had mental issues, but it's just, yeah, I think that there's just some people who are lost, and they just, like, they need a father figure. And so that's why they won't stop being like, Daddy's home. And in my opinion, I feel like America's dad is truly Obama, but
yeah,
that's another.
They have daddy issues.
Yeah.
I don't think you're wrong. I think that was accurate. That he's an external, how you said it, an external of what they feel on the inside. Like, he's mad and angry and vindictive and gets back at everybody who wronged him, and you know they get off on that because they have issues too that they either can't express. But he manifests, so that's why they feel a kinship to him, because they're like, yeah, he feels the same way I do.
Right. And I kind of don't really believe that he feels a lot of this. I can't tell, like, if it's all lie and grift, or if he really is who we're seeing, you know? Well, I know I'm going to let you go, but I wanted to say one last kind of hopeful thing, but also a scary thing, which is, I believe that it will probably get so bad that in time MAGA will be as stigmatized as the Schnazis.
I say the same thing. I've been saying that for years. I'm like, one day the red hat will be just like the SWAS. I won't say the whole thing.
Yes.
That it will be a symbol of hate, and will be like, it'll be like a, you know. But that is who he is. Unfortunately, he's been a malignant narcissist his whole life. That is who he is. Unfortunately, but in malignant narcissists have to get revenge. Like, it's physically, they have to. They cannot sustain themselves if they don't. Like, they can't let anything go. They have to exact revenge. They have to.
So that's why he's all pissed at Biden, because Biden beat him, right?
In everything. And that's why he undid everything Obama did. because he's jealous and he's a malignant narcissist. He cannot help himself.
Yeah, I've seen some old interviews of him, and I'm like shocked. I mean, I'm not really shocked, but it's like shocking to see a human say what that human says. But it fits his character.
Yes. It does.
Well, if there's a God, I hope it blesses us all. It's been really nice talking with you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much.
Love with you deep, girlfriend.
Thank you. I just gave you a follow back.
Yay. Okay.
All right. Talk to you later. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I liked her thoughts. I didn't think about it that way, but that's totally accurate. You're more than enough. How are you?
Hey, Diab, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
Hey, I'm a t-shirt brand. It's a self-affirming brand. I'm here in Florida with you, so
Oh.
I feel I feel everything you feel.
Right.
I just wanted to. I've never been on a live, but I wanted to thank you for yesterday. You had a jackass on there, and I'm not even gonna say his name because it's not worth it. Brought DJ Tony up to advocate for us, and I just wanted to thank you for doing that because I'm sick of it. You know, don't speak for me. You don't know what I've been through.
Nope.
You know, you have not been in my skin. So
no, I have not.
A lot. It meant so much for you to bring someone up that could advocate on our behalf.
Oh, absolutely.
But I just want to thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I do my best. Like, I try to stand up for all marginalized people and anyone that, you know, is doing that. So I can speak as an ally, or actually as an accomplice. I'm not an ally. I'm in the fight with you. I'm in the trenches with you. So I'm an ally. I mean, I'm an accomplice. But if there's a person of color, and I have a lot of them that follow me and that are friends of mine, I will seek them out to bring them up to speak, because especially if it's to another Black person, I can only say what I can say from an allyship. I can't say as from lived experience. So just like when we get onto transgender topics, I have several followers that are also transgender. So I'll bring one of them up so that they can represent themselves. I'll start the fight, but I'll always I'll start the argument, but I'll always bring them up to advocate for themselves and for their communities, because I feel that's the right thing to do. So.
Right. And I'm in, they say it's the most beautiful city, of course, but it is the most racist city. I mean, Martin Luther King said that. And I come across those people all the time, my whole life, you know, and so it gets tiresome. And to know that a lot of people had our back, it was incredible. So that's all I came up here to say. I don't want to take too much time, but I appreciate you. And
well, thank you so much.
All that you're doing.
Thank you so much. I just gave you a follow too.
Thank you.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate the validation. That was very kind of you. Thank you. I do my best to advocate, but I will always let people go up to speak for themselves. Thank you all for the gifts. You guys have been awfully generous today. Thank you. Hopes, how are you? Hopes? All right, I'm guessing that might be a tap-in error, so I'll just let them go. Oh, St. Augustine, beautiful. I'm in the Orlando area. Not too far.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. Yours grows year round. I have to keep rebuilding mine.
Mitria, hello, darling.
Hello, I heard transgender, so my spidey sense went off.
It wasn't for any bad reason, I promise. Buzz, thank you for subscribing. No, I was just saying, she was thanking me for letting DJ Tony come up and speak on behalf of Black people yesterday when I was talking to another Black person. And so I said, I always do that. If I'm talking about a transgender person or that transgender topic comes up, I bring up one of my transgender friends. If it's a person of color and they want to talk about something, I bring up a person of color to fight for themselves. I can advocate all day long, but I've never walked in your shoes and I've never walked in a person of color shoes. So I always will bring you guys up to represent yourselves.
No, I appreciate you for that exact same reason as well.
Well, thank you. I mean, I just think it's the right thing to do. I mean, I try to guide my life by doing the right thing. Do I always succeed? No, because I'm a human being, but I damn sure try.
You do. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I appreciate you all. You guys are awesome. But no, I just wanted to come up here for real and just say, great show today. And I think the problem with the gifting goal is that they gave you that stupid flash goal.
Ah. So it was blinking over it?
Yeah, so for me it just says thanks and it shows that you hit your target.
Right.
But then you pin your gift goal down there. And I was like, yeah, she sees the actual gift goal. We just see
the thanks over it.
Flash goal, yeah. Hi Tony. Hi everybody in the comments. But yeah, but I'm just getting ready for my own show, so I'm gonna let you go. But I just wanted to say good show and good to see you, Val. Val, you were on fire today. And actually, before I dropped down,
yes,
Val, when you said goodbye, fetus.
I felt that in my soul, didn't you?
Correct. He said that, and I was like, I didn't do anything. Oh my, he's not talking to me.
I mean, I got a 21-year-old up here 8 years ago. This, you know what I'm saying? What was he 8 years ago? 15, 16?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 15, 16 years old, trying to tell me about what it was like with Dick Cheney.
With Dick Cheney, I know.
The emphasis on it just hit me. I was like, oh goodness, he meant that with every part of his body, not even just the
It came from deep within.
And I was like, you're not going to speak over me. He's like, well, I don't let women speak over me. And Val's like, boom, out.
No, I love that. But you guys have a wonderful night. I will talk to you later.
All right, Matria. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bye. Love you too. Hi, Warner. Haven't seen you for a minute. How are you, friend? But yeah, it was. These young men are so. I don't know. These red-pilled young men. It's concerning. They're so full of, they think they know everything and they think that they're, arrogant. They're very arrogant. These little red-pilled incels. I hear you, Warner. There's so many at that age. It's just weird to me because there's just a lot of them. And like they come up and they're like, and they're just disrespectful. And I don't know. I blame like the Charlie Kirk's, Andrew Tate's kind of energy. I'm not saying all of them. I'm sure there's other young men who are great. I'm not saying that at all. But just the ones that seem to be coming up in here, bunch of little red-pilled incels. Just.
Yes, sir.
Are you doing anything fun tonight?
Yeah, I was gonna go hang out with some friends. I usually go out on Saturday night, play some pool with some friends.
Well, that'll be fun.
That's usually my Saturday night routine.
All right. I'll be doing nothing.
All right. Did Jones talk you into doing a Disney day?
I am going to do a Disney day.
All right.
We are going to do it.
Before I heard the end of that conversation.
We are a Disney day. And I asked him, I said, do you have your like season passes, year passes? He's like, of course we do. We only live 7 minutes from there. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, I said, I don't have season passes, but we could do a day. And I said, we don't have season passes because they're really expensive. I can't afford season passes. You know, and he was like, well, we'll pay for you and the kids to go for the day. I'm like, okay.
That man's one of the nicest people.
He really is. He's so kind. He's awesome. I love him.
He's just real people.
He is real people. That's true. And no rads. Like, they're just genuine, real people. And, you know, genuine is hard to find, and like truly decent.
Just cracks me up, man. She can have some funny shit comes out of her mouth, man. I ain't lying.
And she says it so kindly too, so they don't even know sometimes. Nikki, thank you for subscribing. They don't even know that they're being insulted because she says it so soft. You're like, oh, of course, because you're, you know, and she says it, it's like, and they don't even realize that she just like totally slammed them.
Oh yeah.
It's great. That's an art. Sandy, welcome. I forgot I brought you up. I'm so sorry, hon.
No problem. How are you guys today?
We are hanging in there.
That's great. Hey, I came out. It was quiet. You guys not busy today, so I thought I'd come up.
Sure.
Did you guys see the video of that one dude that I guess he's some wealthy dude? He's sitting there talking about how his mother-in-law, if she misses.
Oh yeah, Howard Lutnick. Yep.
Yeah, if she misses a
Social Security.
She says, "Oh well, I guess that was a mistake or something happened. I'll just wait." Yeah, but then if you complain about it, then you must be some kind of scam.
That means you're committing fraud. He said, if you're the one yelling about missing a payment, that's where the fraud is. So what they're doing is they're basically getting the American people used to the fact that they might miss some checks, which means some checks are going to stop, is what I'm taking from it. And then if you scream about it and if you get on social media and you're yelling and you're upset, it's because you're committing fraud. He's setting the narrative because that's what Trump does.
Yeah, that's true. I'm like, I tell you, this is something else. These Democrats in the office, man, they better start doing something. They better start digging their heels in and start doing something for us. I'm sure they're doing stuff, but they got to get tougher, man.
I don't disagree. I think everyone feels that same way.
Yeah. But,
exactly. That's the privilege of that statement. He's a billionaire. His mother-in-law, if she missed a check, would know he could cover her.
Yeah.
You know, that's the privilege. They're so out of touch with like the average person. That's why when you got billionaires in there making decisions about our entitlements and stuff, it's because they will never know. I think where I think they could shut out some fraud or some waste. I would say not fraud, excuse me. Not abuse, not fraud, but waste. I think if they cut off Social Security for all the billionaires, why should they get Social Security?
Do they get Social Security?
If they've worked and if they want to retire, yes. They could probably claim Social Security.
Yeah, they don't have to pay it's something about they don't have to pay something after so much money, right?
Yeah, there's a cap.
That's the problem.
Yes, the cap.
It's capped. So when they hit the cap, and that's the problem, is the cap, right? Because the truth of the matter is I don't think they should have to pay any less than anybody else does.
Right.
But the cap needs to go away. You know what I'm saying? Or be set at a cap that actually makes sense for the American people, to make Social Security solvent. Social Security is going to be a needed thing in this country since it happened. And it's actually another reason we've had growth in this country is because it does, you know what I'm saying? It does support our elderly.
Look at my background. Just 1 year of a 2% tax on billionaires would cover ending homelessness and hunger, providing tuition-free public school, universal child care, and replacing all the lead pipes in the United States. And it wouldn't affect how billionaires live their lives at all.
No, not one iota.
2%. That's all it would have to be.
Yeah, I mean that's what what I'm saying. That was what I'm trying to remember his name now, but also a billionaire, and that's what he was saying. He said when my companies,
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett, he said if the top 800 companies in this country paid 24%, we wouldn't even the middle class wouldn't even have to pay income tax. And if the government was back at a spot that it was making 24% of the tax revenue instead of 8.2, we would be better off as a society.
Yep.
Yeah. It would definitely be much better. I know. I mean, we need Social Security for people because people aren't going to be. I mean, people live. Paycheck to paycheck. When are they going to be able to save money for their retirement?
It's hard. I mean,
that's why I don't have a retirement account because I've always lived paycheck to paycheck.
Right, and it's really hard, especially when you're somebody my age, right? Anybody born in the late 60s up through the 80s, it's really, what I'm saying, Gen X is taking the brunt of this.
Yep.
And that I've talked about this many, many times. Gen X as a whole has been hit 4 different times.
In every generation, yep. Connie, thank you for subscribing.
4 different times. And these things are what I like to refer to as wealth, as wealth inequality, because what happens is every time these things happen, it takes away generational wealth.
Yep.
Okay, lost generation had plenty of generational wealth to give to the boomers.
That's correct.
The boomers had a generational event that affected them and Gen X. And that happened in the late 80s, and then again in the early 90s.
Yep.
And it happened again in 2008, and it happened again in 2020. And now we're having another event that's going to have the same outcome.
Yep.
And as a generation keeps losing generational wealth, it's going to make it hard. Except this new one that's coming forward is actually going to affect the millennials. And if we continue down this road of removing generational wealth from people, it's going to be this never-ending cycle of everybody living paycheck to paycheck, not being able to save or save for retirement or create retirement. It's time that the corporations stand up and ultra wealthy.
Yep.
There has to be a movement.
There does.
It doesn't help either when we have to subsidize like Walmart and all these other companies, like the people that work there, they have to go on food stamps because they don't get paid enough to feed their families. So they have to help them. Which I don't mind helping people at all.
Yeah, but that's corporate welfare because we're actually just subsidizing what Walmart won't pay a living wage.
That's right. And that's what makes me upset is because of them, them not paying their share.
Right.
I mean, that's what really upsets me is these corporations not paying their share.
I agree. Well, thank you for coming up, Sandy. I got to run. It's 7:00, so my time is up.
Oh, yeah.
I am actually getting ready to go bake a cake with Ava. She wants to bake a cake and get it in the oven before we eat, so it'll be ready and cooled down for after we eat. So we're going to bake a cake first. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the taps or pats. Thank you for all the hearts flying today. Let me say it that way. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for all the subscriptions. And thank you for the Cash App and Venmos. But just more importantly, thank you for just being here every single day and giving me your support. I couldn't do this every day without you. I absolutely adore each and every one of you. I appreciate you so much. And Val, thank you for coming today and hanging with me.
No problem. Thank you all.
I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye. Oh, wait. I just saw something come through.
Wait, before I end, Maui Wise, thank you for the $100 cash out. Thank you so much. For those that are left in here, W's in the chat for Maui Wise. I appreciate your support so much, Maui Wise. You've just been an incredible support for me in this live, and I just love and appreciate you so much. That is just so incredibly generous and so incredibly kind, and it just makes me feel so loved and appreciated. So thank you, W's in the chat for Maui Wise. I adore you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mwah, I love you. Thank you again, Maui Wise. Girl, you rock. I love you. All right. Val was on fire today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody on YouTube and Twitch. I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you for being here.